Rogers. No, not good to be a murderer, no. Yes, I'd advise against that.
You can go to jail for that, right?
Well, depends on who your lawyer is, but never
true.
good. I mean, just to take to the grave. Good morning there. Oh, who was that? What was that voice?
Oh, that song's about being a murderer, or how being a murderer is bad?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that either.
No, it's about how cheating, murders somebody's soul.
You guys
really
need to
is
listen
what
to
it's
the
all
words.
about.
Listen to the words. Feel the beat. Listen to the words at the same time.
What is she doing cheating? 18 years old.
What are you doing back here, Steven? Aren't you supposed to be on vacation?
Yeah.
Well, that'd be
So
nice.
tan.
They should be, yeah.
Is he tan? You saw him already?
He is.
Got a little craggy.
Yeah, some sun.
Wow.
Yeah. It was sunny over the weekend.
What are you
Did
doing
notice?
seeing Steven so early? You're not supposed to see him until 10 o'clock. What are you doing seeing him so
Well,
early?
what
You got-
happens is I go to my little desk and do some stuff, and then me and I share the little desk. So we get a little quickie in.
Oh, the
before-
quickies.
Yeah. Kind of gets us jump started for the day.
Is that right?
So I get there at 6:01, and Terry gets in the studio at 6:03. It's
So
great.
Terry jumpstarts you, Steven? Is that how it goes?
Pretty much.
Wow.
I deliver her the newspaper.
yeah.
You deliver more than that.
It doesn't take long.
All the news it's fit to print.
Just a few seconds.
She wants her $2.
Yes. Give me the classified. Now give me the business section, baby!
Oh, give her the little business.
Bring her the business section?
I do. Yeah. That's the only section.
Wow.
That's the only one she wants.
How was your time in
Full
the San...
business.
Oh, just... How was your time in the San Juans?
I'm just looking to see what other sections there were. I don't even know.
Reading the paper's funny.
Bring her the sports.
Okay. It's over now.
Okay.
Yes.
Bring her the front page.
All right. Steven, we're moving on. All
I
right.
already asked you a new question.
It was great, actually. Thank you. Got some crab. Cooked some crab.
Got some cowboy hat wearing in without any ridicule, right?
a little bit, yeah.
That's the best part about escaping to the
I
San
think
Juan.
that's what he goes for. He goes so he can wear his cowboy hat and not get ridiculed for it.
Yeah.
Flip-flops and cowboy hat.
That's
Yes.
right.
Nothing looks better than that, Steven.
It's a good look.
I'm sure. Anyhow,
Especially on him.
what'd you do for the weekend, Terry? Anything fun, exciting?
Sent the eldest son to football camp, so he's gone
For how long?
till Thursday. Hitting it hard with the big
geez.
fellas.
Giving him the business section?
Oh, yeah, I guess so. Whatever.
So that's for school, right?
Yeah.
Man, I remember football camp.
Yeah.
Did it happen this early? When is it? What is this,
Well,
July?
It's not for his high school. It's,
It is for his high school.
It is? Mm-hmm. It's not like at SPU or something?
No, it's at UPS.
Why so early?
Same letters.
It's
But
actually not.
it's an optional camp. It's not for every player that, you pay money
Yeah,
to go to the
yeah.
camp.
Right.
It's not,
Oh,
the whole
It's not
team.
like it's 2-a-days or anything for
Right.
the. It's not the actual high school. It is.
That was the beginning of our training season. Or actually,
yeah.
it was like the third, fourth week of our training season. We go to camp.
No, it's a private camp
Yeah.
for like a few players.
I
Right.
see.
Also for the rich
So
players.
it's optional,
Yes.
and you pay to go.
Oh, you pay to
Because
go.
we went to like some camp where you stayed in bunks. That's where they sacrificed the cat on the last day. I told you that
Oh,
story.
yeah,
right?
yeah. Well, they stay in the dorms.
And the
there.
dorms.
Yeah.
La-di-da.
Oh.
I remember the first day I was asking everyone, do you think we should go on that toilet seat or is that dangerous?
I know. Yeah.
That was the toilet in our bunk. It was so nasty
Yeah, I can well
that
imagine.
there was just widespread speculation as to what could happen if we sat our asses down on that toilet seat. And there were no seat covers back then, Terry.
No.
This is back in the day.
Yeah.
Sacrificing cats and sitting on bare seats.
Oh,
Right.
Cooties is right around the corner.
Bare seats. How'd you do it?
Well, I think the football coach advised me to wipe the seat down and then go.
Oh.
And that's what I did. I never thought of that until you mentioned it.
Those are the kinds of things he coached you on?
That's about as much as I got out of football camp.
At least you didn't say, let me wipe it for you.
Oh, it is.
Whoa, Steven.
I'm just glad you weren't the coach, David. Sounds like you got that one down. So that's where he's at.
Yeah, and actually he's probably up now, getting ready to go to the chow hall and
you're thinking
chow
about
down.
Chow hall.
Chow hall, yeah, that's what we call it.
Whatever.
And you missing him or what? When did he leave?
He left yesterday.
Uh-huh.
He's fine.
Left on a Sunday?
Yeah, he did. They
Got a bus
down
ride
there.
up or what?
Yeah, they did. They got chartered a bus and.
Oh, charred.
It was part of their fundraiser, which was
We
good.
went on a school bus.
No.
His own bus?
Our bus didn't have a laboratory.
Yeah, we had to drive ourselves.
Last year we drove our.
Now,
yeah.
how much do you pay for this optional rich
It's,
boy camp?
It's about $300
Oh, breaking the bag, except for Terry Freeze, loaded. Anyway,
That includes food?
Yeah, it's
That's
all
a pretty
inclusive.
good deal, it sounds
yeah.
Oh, it's like 5 days.
All-inclusive resort?
Yeah, it is.
When is he at the spa?
Oh, right.
Coaches are pounding on your door at 7 a.m. It's far from a resort.
Yeah, they are. That's why I said he's probably up going, oh, God, we got to hurry up and get ready and get our food down our throat.
Oh, jeez. Wow.
Stuff like that. So.
All right.
It's amazing what kids bring. I mean, some of the guys were bringing, like, their TVs, their Sony PlayStations. I'm like,
Well, it's rich little
Well,
man's
no,
camp.
I mean, anybody can go.
Bring my computer with me.
Some
Check the
probably-
stocks.
They probably have hookups in the dorm rooms there.
Yeah. Their little mini fridges and stuff.
Have these 14-year-olds check their stocks at this camp. Bring their computer.
Mini fridges. La-chi-da. You can keep things cold.
For a 4-day trip, they're bringing mini fridges?
Yes.
Craziness.
Well, but you have guys from all over, like Oregon.
Got to keep my Cristal chilled.
That's
Well, if they're
right.
from Oregon, then they need a fridge.
Our fridge was keeping like Chew, Gatorade, and steroids cold.
Yeah, I got to keep that steroid.
Yeah, steroids must be cold, Terry.
Yeah,
Pretty
that's
much
true.
all we had.
You want
there.
warm? You ever try warm steroids in your ass?
No.
Okay, then don't talk.
I know.
Anyway.
So that's where he is until Thursday.
Should be fun. Full contact?
Full contact.
yeah.
Oh.
2 in the morning dormitories, full contact.
Oh, yeah.
Firefighters and police officers will be the first to see Oliver Stone's new movie about 9/11. But some experts are worried the movie will trigger post-traumatic stress.
Oh, jeez.
The movie opens in August.
Ah, yeah, I saw the coming attractions to that when what did I see this weekend that I saw it coming? Oh, I saw Me, Myself, and, I saw You, Me, and Irene. You, Me, and Dupree, yes.
How was
Very
that?
funny.
Does it?
Very funny.
So all
Terry.
the little previews, the commercials really live up to what it's worth.
It's not one of those movies that when you see the commercial, that's all the funny parts that's in the whole movie.
Right, because the commercials look hilarious.
You're laughing at least once every minute or two.
Oh,
Wow.
good.
That's how funny it is.
It's a laugh a minute.
Owen Wilson is as funny as they come.
Yeah, he is. I like
And
that.
this is his part.
Oh, really?
This is his call to action. This part here.
Little niche.
Yes.
In
Well,
the-
he's got an ability to go outside the niche.
Right.
But this is definitely his niche.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Yeah.
You, Me, and Dupree.
I was worried with all the advertising that it was going to suck.
Nope.
21.3 million.
Well, I mean, you got to expect to go and see what you're paying to see. It's like that silly, funny. If you're expecting anything that's going to be sophisticated on any level, just don't go.
I just want to be
You
entertained.
just want to
Come
be.
on.
If you just want to go and laugh, you're good.
Oh, good.
Oh, you're taken care of.
Oh, good.
They're taking care of your laughter.
Wow.
That, I promise you, unless you just find that stuff not, if you find Owen Wilson annoying,
Oh, no, I like him.
you're not going to like the movie.
I like him a lot.
If you like Owen Wilson, Terry,
Yeah,
it's him
yeah.
at his finest.
Yeah, it's not like Crash or anything. You're not going to have like a Dupree moment.
Yeah.
Dupree moment.
You saw it?
I saw it too.
Yeah, you liked it?
Thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
I was a little nervous about it.
I was, as was I.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
you got to go in a little nervous,
Yeah.
wondering if you're wasting your $11.
Especially PG-13. It's got to be R to be funny.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good. I have to go to a
Yes.
movie
was good.
again.
Where did that finish? Where's the listing of the movies this weekend? I think that was
finished
beaten out by the
third.
Wayans brothers. Yeah.
It was beaten out by Little Man.
Oh,
Middleman.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just, yeah.
that looks really good.
Oh, jeez. Now you
The
saw.
preview actually did look pretty funny of that.
You saw a little bit. Well, that could be one of those movies where the preview gives you everything you need to see.
Right, you
That
don't need to
gives you-
see 2 hours of
There
that.
are a lot of movies where all the laughs you're going to get are in the preview. Now, you might have had that as a thought for You, Me, and Dupree.
Right.
Not the case.
Oh, good.
Now, for Little Man, I know you saw the preview, right,
Yes,
Pooh?
yes, I did.
Where all the funny stuff, was it all in the coming attractions?
No,
or-
there was actually more funny stuff in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I was surprised as well.
Is it a laugh a minute?
I wouldn't. It was like a laugh every 2.5, 3 minutes.
Wow.
But it's a good
That's
movie.
too long for me.
Still entertaining. And,
Of
and-
course.
and-
So you liked it. You loved it.
Yes.
Wow.
It's a funny
well, that's
movie.
good. Well, but then again, you expect just,
So you're telling-
stupidity. from
Just to be entertained. That's all.
You're telling people out there to go to it.
If you want to be entertained,
Mm-hmm.
like you said, don't expect a crash moment.
Yeah, it's not that kind of movie. I
Yeah,
feel
it's
like.
not.
There you go.
No, it is the Wayans brothers.
There you
So,
go.
Wow, there's a lot of laughs to go around this weekend, though.
wow, yeah, a couple good comedies. However, you know that Pirates of the
Of course.
Caribbean, of course, still number one.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That made $62.2 million and is now up to a total of $258 million in its second week.
Has Disneyland changed that ride? Because that ride is from like 1950.
Oh, jeez.
It's like
probably-
the
it's the
worst.
same.
It's the worst ride there.
What are
Really?
you talking about? The worst ride there.
Awful.
Wow.
It's so cheesy. And
The worst ride there
What?
is... It's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. But
They don't have that.
I don't think they have that anymore.
I haven't been to Disneyland ever.
I remember I went on that ride when I was like 9,
Little submarine.
and they just take you underwater.
Yeah.
That was all it was.
Whoa.
Whoa, but
I was like, you know what? Get me out of here now.
This is a man-made pond. I'm not scared.
I know. I'm like, someday there'll be Wayans Brother people out there that'll make me laugh once every 2 minutes, and you're not giving me anything.
At least give me
The ride has like puppets from like 1950.
Well, but that's the point of it's not supposed to scare you or be like this great ride or anything. It's just an interesting little thing.
Didn't provide him a crash moment.
Dude, you got to step it up if you're going to make a blockbuster.
Better step it up. You're at Disneyland.
So they need to change all the rides at Disneyland too.
Exactly right. That's exactly
update
right.
'em a
There's
little.
there's still hour waits to get on that one.
Well, there'll be hour waits to wait for a cotton candy. So,
Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, not wild enough for Hot Shots Guy.
so you love Pirates of the Caribbean ride at Disneyland?
That's pretty cool. You did a little restaurant there too. Eat under the stars.
Wow.
It's
Okay.
really stupid.
Put a little county fair in Fife, and Steven's loving it.
Well, I mean, you're comparing Disneyland to a county fair now. That's great.
Well, that ride is county fair-esque.
Wow.
From what I'm hearing, I mean, I haven't been on it, Terry. I've never been to Disneyland.
Neither have I.
After
I've
these
never
two
been.
movies, you think they would update it a little bit. Because if you're like a kid, you see the movie, then you go on the ride, you're like, this is...
But you see everything
Davis.
in the original movie.
What? Pasty Davis raising his hand.
Oh, whoa.
Yes, Pasty. Nothing takes precedent over Pasty Davis' raised hand.
I mean, when he raises his hand, he has a lot to say.
That's right.
Well, after the popularity of the first one, they have actually added parts of the movie into the ride, I've heard.
There you go.
And there's little holograms of Johnny Depp throughout the
They have done that?
Yes.
But the movie
Why
was,
use all the letters when you don't have to?
but there was a lot of things in the ride originally that were in the movie as well.
Okay, speaking
like
of
the little dog holding the keys and stuff.
Speaking of a ride of a lifetime, a Schwager?
Hello, Dave.
Yes.
Well, actually, I saw something on the Disney Channel. They have updated the ride.
Okay. They have done that.
Yes.
Have.
Okay.
But there's no big drops and no scariness and all that kind of stuff. Like,
Or any entertainment, actually, really.
Wow.
Well, hot shot. It's,
Jeez.
to each his own.
Oh, it's just kind of boring.
Sounds like he waited online for 2 hours and was rather disappointed when he...
Splash Mountain doesn't splash it up.
You're floating around in a boat, and you look at these puppets from the 50s.
Oh, it's a small world. They just see these little puppets, these stupid little puppets.
Well, you know what? If you waited 2 hours for Splash Mountain, it better splash.
Exactly.
All right?
I flashed my boobs at the end and everything.
You ever have a moment where you never had a 2 hour wait for a ride, and then at the end of the 30-second ride, you said to yourself, was that worth it? No.
Never wait for 2 hours for anything, first of all, but
Well, they let you cut your kill breath.
that's true, yes.
What's all that noise? Oh, that's Swagger's line.
Yeah,
it
that's
is.
swagger.
Hey,
Yay. How was your weekend?
stupid as usual. Mm-hmm. I mean, I spent 2 hours looking on YouTube for Zelda videos.
Well, you could have been at the front of the line of Splash Mountain. Splash.
Also, I missed out on something I really wanted to do this weekend. I wanted to do the Seattle-Portland bike ride.
Yes, but
What kind of bike do you got there that might,
I
you
don't think you're
know?
in shape for that.
yeah, you got to take off your training wheels for that.
Okay,
Bikes
first of all,
everywhere.
my bike is a 10-speed road bike from the 70s, okay? I think I can handle a bike ride.
Well,
from Seattle.
jump back.
Oh, it's time to upgrade it. Not
Yeah.
new enough.
You really should.
Well, I've been
Whoa.
really wanting to do one of these bike rides. I just like bike riding, you know?
Well,
Bike
just
riding
get on
from
your
Seattle.
bike and ride. Don't stop.
Yeah, but I
Don't look back. Nothing to look back for.
Why don't you do it down?
Just keep
The thing
riding.
is, even if I were to do the bike ride, I still have classes to do. So I
You should be getting to one of those Forrest Gump moments where you just start running and don't stop
But this
until the
time-
beard is way down to here.
I've already been called Forrest Gump, and that was in 4th grade.
Yes. Forrest Gump came out when you were in 4th grade? Wow.
Really?
Nice.
I would think so. Somebody was yelling from a school bus as I was running beside it, "Run, Forrest,
Maybe
run!"
they just had a premonition. So,
Must have come out in 82 or something.
what year were you in 4th grade?
4th grade. Let's see. Actually, it was the summer before
80.
4th grade. I was on a camping trip over to.
What year
Yellowstone.
were you in 4th grade?
Oh, year. Let's see. I entered 4th grade in 1996, and the reason I know that is I was put in foster care on October 3rd,
That is.
1996.
So you were in 4th grade in 1996?
Yes.
Well, Forrest Gump was out in like 95, 94,
3, I think.
93. You were in 4th grade in 96?
Yeah.
Someone could have said that to you in 1st grade.
Yeah.
Man.
When you were still in your... What's that?
His phone.
No, that's security.
Okay.
They're coming after you?
No. The guy that's running security right now is for my math class.
Yeah. It's the OC, security/math teacher.
No. Math student.
Oh, he's a student.
Or he's a student/security guard at the school.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
It'd be interesting when you can find out about this college.
So you didn't go bike riding this weekend. What else didn't you do? You didn't get laid.
I didn't have fun. I mean, the closest thing came to was...
You didn't talk to any girls.
Well, I did talk to one, but that's the one that lives right down the hallway from my apartment. But
What you have to say?
Swagger, can you hand me a beer?
Mm-hmm. Why don't you take this as perhaps her entry
'Cause she has a boyfriend.
line? Well, that never stops women these days, or even back when you were in 4th grade.
Well, there's certain lines people don't cross, and I don't cross that line.
You don't-
If person has a boyfriend, I don't go for the person.
Now, those are the girls that are the easiest to get.
Especially at 19, 20.
Man,
They're not serious.
you're going to rule out all girls with boyfriends to mess around with?
Well, it's not right.
You should get yourself a beer while you're at it. Listen up.
Can you
Well,
imagine
I don't
Swagger?
drink.
Get yourself a long neck
Oh, yeah.
and have her open that for you.
What's a long neck?
You know what, Swagger? Don't mess around with any girl with boyfriends.
Well, really,
Just give
think
it
about
all
it.
up.
He doesn't have any game to even where he could try and get one.
So when she asked for a beer, what'd you say?
I went up into their fridge.
Did she knock on your door asking for a beer?
No.
'Cause that's all I need to know, Terry. That's obviously open season on this girl.
Oh, sure.
All
No,
right.
I was over at this girl's place. She lives with her boyfriend and another friend. They have their own little apartment right down the
What were
hallway.
you doing at their place?
Well, I was bored in my apartment. I was spending
So
the
you went
entire
down
night
the
on the
street?
internet.
So you went down the hall to her apartment,
Yes.
and then they asked you to go to your apartment and get them a beer.
No, this is like an hour or so after I've been hanging out in their
I think
place.
she-
and
he's
she was
sitting
like
there.
halfway drunk, passed out on the couch.
Call me up. Say, Timmy, get over. She's right where you are.
You really
I think she's a little young
Swagger
for you.
actually like
How old?
jumping on him, on her. I mean,
How old is she?
She's 19, but she looks 14.
Perfect.
I mean, most of the
said
girls
that
that
out
came from
loud.
my high school
Yeah, I said that a lot. I know.
Yeah, you did.
very, very
19.
short.
Oh, okay.
That's right. Wah. She looks very, very short.
Yeah, everybody from...
I like short girls.
Well, she's like 5.
I used to go out with the girl I was kind of seeing was like 4'2".
Yeah,
Come on.
She
That's right.
was little.
It's like a half chromosome away from being a dwarf.
That's right.
4'2".
Quarter chromosome.
Okay.
Actually,
she
she
was
was.
small.
Yeah, she was
She was
small
a
and
little
she
shorty.
was. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
4'2". Wow.
She'd show up on your doorstep just out of
She
nowhere.
what?
Wouldn't she just show up on your doorstep out of nowhere without
I don't
like
know.
formally
I
calling and
blocked that
stuff?
out.
Oh,
I only remember
okay.
the good. You only remember the good times, Terry, when you're this far.
The only real exciting thing was I almost got pushed off a roof on Saturday night.
That is pretty exciting.
Would have been cool.
Yes. Why couldn't we finish the job there?
Excuse me?
Never mind. Anyhow, a Schwagman the Weatherman, thank you for the call.
No problem.
Always a pleasure.
At least John doesn't talk during this one.
All right.
Bye.
Oh, boy.
Subconsciously
No,
calling
he
out for
loves
his
it.
boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, boyfriend. Where can
Subliminally calling out for his man toy.
man toy.
Man toy.
Probably. Why does he call all the time? Why doesn't he just come here in person?
My man toy called me at 3 o'clock in the morning.
John didn't call this time. Hint, 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 hint. Where are you? I need you.
Oh, goodness.
I knew you wouldn't call. You wouldn't write. How sad is that?
Poor
At
guy.
least they fixed up Pirates of the Caribbean ride, though. That's good to know.
Yeah, they did update it and everything. Just-
Yes.
The hologram of Johnny Depp. That's going to make you happy?
Oh, yeah.
Now we need to update Billy Ocean. I don't know what that means.
Okay.
He probably could use that.
Red wine is good for fighting diseases in your mouth.
Oh,
That's
good.
according to new research.
Have to get some of that, Terry. What? Did I say that out loud?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Man.
Saying a lot out loud this morning.
And you're a big red wine fan.
That's right. Now you know why, Terry.
Yeah, I guess so.
Gotta quench all these diseases.
Yeah, your secret's out.
Yeah, they're pretty thirsty in there.
Yeah, they are.
More red wine,
Keep us drunk.
or we'll bleed again.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Red wine is good for fighting diseases in your mouth.
Oh.
That's according to new research tonight. Scientists found that a compound in red wine
Yeah.
slows the growth and spread of bacteria,
right.
the kind that causes gingivitis and more serious gum disease.
Yeah.
The full study is in the journal Periodontology.
Oh, well, good. I have that at home.
Do you?
yeah.
What
Yeah,
volume?
it's right on my coffee table, Terry.
Oh, yeah.
It's great coffee table literature.
Ah, I love that.
Yeah. A lot of times when you're bored at my house, you just pick up
The
a...
full study is in the journal Periodontology.
Yeah, the Journal of Periodontology.
Well, then how come we had her tell us? Why didn't you tell us?
No, because I forgot.
We're not bored at his house.
I forgot what lies directly above the Sports Illustrated.
What sort of diseases does your mouth normally carry?
Well, they just said gingivitis, and
That's a disease?
All you gotta do
apparently it is.
anything with an itis.
Okay, good.
It's a
Plaque.
disease of your gums.
Maybe you should start flossing and find out
Yeah, maybe.
I'll start with brushing.
what you can get rid of. Okay,
Then I'll
brush
move to
first, yes.
flossing.
Flossing is actually more important.
Baby steps.
Yeah, it is.
If you had to eliminate one, you could never do one the rest of your life, you would never brush again, you would just floss?
Oh, man.
I think flossing is more important.
Well, but flossing is less basic. Brushing is more basic, is my point.
Right,
So-
but you can do mouthwash or, put a little...
Hey, if I'm putting you on the line as far as you have to eliminate one for the rest of your life, and you can only floss or brush the rest of your life, which do you choose?
Wow, that's a tough call because I'm a big flosser.
I'm sure.
Flosser.
You floss how often?
I only floss the
Once a
teeth I
month?
want to keep.
That's the front
Is that what your
tooth.
dentist tells you?
Yes. I actually floss every day, every morning.
Every morning? Why in the morning? Nights
sure.
when you have all the little food stuck in your teeth.
I like it sticking there overnight.
Right, have snacks during the
Well, 'cause
during the overnight.
your plaque grows overnight, you can get it out.
Well, if you get it out before the night, it wouldn't grow at all.
So you're saying if you floss at night,
I floss
nothing
at
would
night.
grow on your teeth?
I floss at night.
Well, then it must be the right way to do it.
That's right.
You also shower at night.
That's right. And you know why?
The burning bush has spoken.
Thank you. I'm not saying showering at night is right. It's just my thing because I don't like to shower in the morning. I don't like to be half asleep when the water's hitting me. It's kind of a weird, bad, uncomfortable feeling. But
Bad experience once.
That's right. I shower at night, and I would advise others that showering in the morning is more appropriate so it could smell better for the day at hand. However, I don't care how I smell for the day at hand. Flossing at night, I think, is the right way to go.
Really?
As opposed to flossing in the morning.
I mean,
yes.
I do floss at night if there's like a situation that is needs direct attention.
Well,
But,
that must be every night then. Because you are a situation that needs direct attention at all times.
Yeah.
well, I don't have the corn on the cob every night, but,
I mean, he eats like a king, so there's a lot of food. Giant
Eats
dinner.
like a king.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought you were
a
just
king.
supposed to
Bonus king.
floss every time you brushed your teeth and after you ate.
I thought so, too.
Well,
That's what I was
You're
told.
supposed to, but nobody does that much flossing in their life.
Oh, no,
I think
no.
once a day is pretty good. That's probably better than
if
average.
you're flossing once a day, you're fine. All right, people,
do twice,
you are
at least.
told to floss
Really?
after every
Yeah.
meal,
Wow.
but no one flosses. Well, you don't probably floss as good as I floss, Terry.
Oh, no, I
I floss
floss like
once a
crazy.
day, and it's like a 5-minute operation.
Sure, I
I
understand.
know
that.
one person that flosses 3 times a day.
Who?
That'd be my wife.
Yeah, your wife.
Oh, yeah.
He's obsessed with it.
That
Well,
does not
she
count.
has a big smile.
Huge.
Yeah.
Tons of teeth.
She's the biggest flosser.
If you're going to show that many teeth when you smile, you got to floss 3 times a day.
She has very nice teeth.
She loves it.
Uh-huh.
It's like her hobby.
Wow. People do walk around with floss,
No, yeah.
and you see people flossing in their rearview mirror of their car and stuff like that, and I don't want to get my life to that point.
She just keeps it in her mouth, doesn't
She
she?
has it in her purse. She has a little brush-ups for your finger, the little portable
Oh,
toothbrush.
yeah, yeah.
Usually
Fascinating.
the only people who do that are people who work for a dentist.
Yeah.
She doesn't work
She
for a
should.
dentist. She's never worked for a dentist in her life.
No, she loves the dentist, though.
Loves the dentist.
She loves to go because nothing ever happens but a cleaning.
Right?
I get shots and teeth pulled, talked down to for chewing.
Wow.
For chewing.
It's all bad.
Meanwhile, your dentist has a spit cup right next to him, dipping away. All right. Well, then there it is. If you missed any of this, you can read about it in the Journal of Periodontology.
I may start flossing at night now, just based on your recommendation.
Well, Stephen, I would advise that is a good move.
The burning bush has spoken.
What else is
We'll see
going
how
on,
it goes.
Terry?
Well, we've heard about Christy Brinkley getting a divorce for the 4th time, correct?
The divorce.
The divorce.
Right, right.
Well, apparently, she found out that her 47-year-old husband, Peter Cook, was sleeping with his teenage personal assistant, who is only 19 years old.
Well, he had to do it.
I guess.
That's why I hired her.
Obviously, you're telling me now, basically what you're saying, Terry, is the man had no options. The 19-year-old,
Right.
the 19-year-old wanted him, and what is he supposed to do?
I guess do what he did.
Mm-hmm.
He had to sleep with her.
Wait a minute. So, Christy Brinkley
Yes.
is, what, 50 years old now?
She,
think so,
yeah.
52,
40. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's 52.
And he's
He's 47.
He's 47, so he's 5 years younger than her.
Right.
And the 47-year-old dude had a 19-year-old personal assistant who wanted to do him.
Yeah.
And you're telling me he had a choice?
Yeah, actually, he did have a choice.
And that choice was what now?
Not to do her.
What was that? What was that?
Sounded like some...
Stephen, you flossing right now?
With marbles?
You just take out your dentures? What happened?
What are those things you put in your hand?
No, it's a bottle cap.
That was a bottle cap?
Yeah.
You opening up
water.
You're opening up a frosty beverage during the shows?
No, I generally play with things in my hands while we're doing this. And it just fell out. Oh, geez, there it goes again. I'm sorry.
You know what, Stephen?
He's playing with things.
You're not very athletic. And you're not talented enough to be juggling the bottle cap during the show.
Okay.
Or other
All right,
things.
it's very annoying. It broke our flow.
It did.
Now I don't know where we are with the program.
Oh, we're talking about Christy Brinkley.
It's too late for that, Stephen.
Thanks, Stephen.
Now you must swallow the bottle cap. Go ahead. That's your punishment. Okay. Don't worry, you'll poop it out in about
an hour.
About an hour, depending on your metabolism, which we all know is very fast. Anyhow.
So about a week, man.
That's right.
This is how they got busted, too.
I was asking you a question.
What?
The question was,
Yes.
47-year-old man married to a woman 5 years older than him.
Yes, he had a choice.
The question was, when a 19-year-old makes it clear she wants to do him, what are his options?
Not to do her.
Wait a minute. You obviously didn't hear the question.
I heard the question.
A 19-year-old babe.
Yeah, personal assistant. Hot as hot can be.
Well, I don't know. I don't even need to know about that. Let's say she's not as hot as hot can be. Let's say she's mediocre looking, but she's 19 nonetheless.
Yeah, she's hotter than
19.
Right.
Makes it clear to the 47-year-old man, I want to ride on your shaft.
I need a new daddy and you're it.
All right?
Oh, gotcha.
What are his options?
Not to do her.
Well, obviously, you didn't hear the question.
He's married, has children.
Terry, obviously you're not hearing the question. I don't care if he's got 57 children. I don't care if he's got 19 grandchildren, Terry.
Wow.
I don't care if he's got 2,643 great-grandchildren.
Whoa.
That's a lot.
47-year-old man
We'll go broke on Christmas.
is told by a 19-year-old she wants to get it done. She wants it done now.
She wants his stuff.
He has what decision to make?
Not much of a decision because it's a no.
To know?
It's a no.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
Terry
I
Free.
take that as a compliment. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Terry Free obviously doesn't have her penis on this morning. Usually on a Monday she would be coming in with that accessory, but
I left it hanging in my closet. Sorry.
amongst other things.
Hold on. Let me call my husband and see if he can bring it on down on his way into work.
That'd be a nice moment if he came in, handed you a thermos and a penis. Well, maybe she,
Thermos for?
maybe, you know, he's realizing he's making the trip. Might as well give her
Some coffee?
a
There
couple
you
of
go, honey.
shots of coffee
Right.
with your penis.
Jesus.
Here, honey, yeah, forgot this morning.
47-year-old man
Yes.
has a night. That's his personal assistant.
Yeah. First of all, I have to say.
Yes. I think I know where you're going here.
What is Christy thinking and what is he really thinking? When
Allowing
he does? Yes.
himself, allowing her husband to have a 19-year-old personal assistant when he's 47.
Yeah.
That's the end of the ball game right there is what you're saying?
Well, I mean, it is. I mean, that is
Turn your
temptation in itself. So why would you? throw
That's Temptation Island 6?
Yes.
What are we up to in Temptation Island, Stephen?
I'm not sure.
2.
I think 2, yeah.
That was a great show, though.
Loved it. Couldn't get enough of it
I know.
until they took it off. Then I was happy to see it go. Anyhow,
But she was probably the best qualified for the job, I'm
Oh,
sure.
absolutely.
what does Christy Brinkley's husband do? They needed a
He's an
personal
architect.
assistant. He's an architect?
Yes.
And all architects out there have personal assistants.
Sure.
Yeah.
Draw that line.
Yeah.
Oh, this stencil.
They still have architects?
Do they still have stencils?
I don't know what that is. Oh, yeah, I know what that is. Yeah, I'm
I'm sure they do, yeah.
I don't even know what it is. But anyway.
Well,
When
you know,
I spray paint 666 on people's garages, I need a
Those are
nice little
stencils.
stencil.
Yeah, I need a stencil.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was.
Make it look
Okay.
professional.
Well, you need somebody to bring you the blueprints here and there.
Oh,
and
she's bringing the
everywhere.
blueprints, Terry. She's bringing the
So-
blueprints, the blue balls, everything.
Whoa.
Well, no longer the blue balls.
Oh, what do you think
obviously
about
not.
this structure? How does this look?
That's a little crooked, sir. Anyway,
It'd be tough to say no at 47. You think, like, girls aren't into you anymore?
Of course. That's my point. What options did he have? No option. 19-year-old personal assistant. Anyway, we can get a picture of her. Is it not out there?
Her name is, I'll give her name because they did.
Okay.
Diana Bianchi. Bianchi.
Go here, Bianchi.
It's probably Bianchi.
I don't know. Bianchi.
Bianchi.
Anyway, it was...
Diana beyond me.
Yeah, Diana was on him.
Okay.
Anyway, her stepfather apparently approached Peter and Christy at some event and said very loudly, quote, "Stop dating my daughter."
Oh, jeez. Steven, you're 47 years old, okay? We flash forward a year and a half. Okay.
A year and a half.
And you have a 47-year-old man's body. I don't know. We have that now. Anyway, I'm
47.
You have a personal assistant.
Okay.
For whatever reason.
Well, sure.
Well,
Everybody
he
needs
is
one.
the head of traffic and all.
You're the head of the traffic department of Clear Channel Radio.
There you go.
Okay. Or actually, you know what? You're the CEO of Clear Channel.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And you now have a 19-year-old personal assistant.
Right.
She says to you in very clear and plain terms, "I want the Kilbreth donger."
Well, I'm sure a lot of people are saying that these days.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking good at 47.
Yes.
Head of Clear Channel.
"I want the Kilbreth cranker." All right?
She sends it in company email and I have to fire her.
You still, of course, are very happily married to your wife.
Yes.
What do you do?
Well, is she hot?
Oh, no.
No?
Yeah, she's
Decent, right? For a 19-year-old?
She's 19. I guess it doesn't matter.
better than decent.
Right.
Definitely doesn't matter.
Well, it's not like she's,
She's better than decent, but she's not like all-out hotness.
Right.
She's not the hottest 19-year-old on the planet, but she's in the upper echelon.
I'd have to turn her away.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. And honey,
I'd be flattered. I'd say thank you, and
See?
Mm-hmm.
maybe we could talk a little bit about what we do on the phone. But then that's as far as I'd be able to take
some
it. So
dirty talking, so you can go in the
Then you-
closet.
I'd say, "What's your MySpace?" And I move on with my life.
Then you go home, you tell your wife what you did, and she says, "What, are you crazy? You had a 19-year-old right at your feet."
Yeah. And then she divorces me because of that.
Takes all your buildings.
If any wife divorces a man for screwing a 19-year-old, that's crazy.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
what if I touch myself while you undress? Is
Uh,
that cheating?
You're sick.
Just lay next to me while I do this. Oh, geez.
Oh, yeah. It's not really cheating.
Put your hands on my
Is
chest.
that your justification? Is that what you're going to say? When
That
you
was my
busted-
threesome right there.
Yeah,
It was one on each side, though.
That's not my thing, though. Touching my chest.
Like
Sounds like it works for you, though.
I like women touching my chest when I'm doing this.
Really?
When I'm doing this, booty.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, rubbing my chest.
Really?
A little, okay, I'm almost there, almost there. Watch this, watch this, watch this.
Watch this.
And that's
I'm going to shower you with all my glory.
and then when you're done, the feeling of, oh, what did I do? Just kicked in.
No.
I'm out of
I
here.
didn't do anything.
All right, sorry, guys.
Right.
I didn't do anything I wouldn't have done at this time of the day anyway.
I just had a little extra
That's
help.
right.
It's an audience.
Yeah. So I guess you didn't cheat.
Set up a little gallery today.
So is that how you're going to explain it away?
What, with the 19-year-old?
Yeah.
Terry,
Is
let me
that
worry
how
about
it would do that?
let me worry about that when I'm 47. I got a ways to go.
I know you do.
All
But
right, but you trust me on this.
what?
I will have a personal assistant at 47.
Yeah?
She will be 19.
Whoa.
And she will want to do me.
Okay.
She better. So that's why Christy Brinkley divorced this guy?
That's why she's out of there.
You know, when you've had already 3 husbands before
Right.
this marriage,
Right.
and then your 4th husband cheats on you with a 19-year-old, I think you suck it up and just say, you know what, obviously it didn't work out with the first 3 husbands, and they didn't cheat with 19-year-olds, so I better just tolerate this.
Right. Well, and she was
She's
the one
52.
I know. And she stepped out on Billy Joel, did she not?
Do you think she
Right?
did the right thing by
Well-
divorcing this guy, hearing about his little escapade with a 19-year-old?
Of course I do.
You do?
I mean, yes.
You don't think she should have just grinned and married it?
No. She can do fine by herself. She doesn't need his money because, she's got the thing with
Chuck
Walker,
Norris?
Texas Ranger.
With Charles Bronson?
Yeah. Her and Chuck doing the old workout
They
deal.
still show those infomercials. They still show the Total Gym little commercials, but they show Christy Brinkley when she was 15 years younger. They don't show her
I
now.
thought it was now.
No, you think that's now.
Right.
These are the
I
same
was
commercials they
thinking.
showed 10, 15 years ago. That's not Christy Brinkley now.
Really?
That's right. That's her in her early 40s, late 30s. That's not her at 52.
I've been duped.
You've been duped, yes.
I'll take you back.
I
So
know.
Suzanne Summers' thighs don't look like that now.
No, they do, actually.
Oh, good.
Yes, and that's not pretty either. But come and knock on our door.
Right.
They always squirted out. I never was able to use them.
Okay, Steve, I don't know what you're talking about anymore.
The Thigh Master.
Okay.
Neither do I, but it didn't sound like the thigh.
Because of my chest. Anyway.
You don't know how to use it?
So how about a little? Do we give him a bit of applause for the 47-year-old man making it happen with a 19-year-old personal assistant?
No.
Well, he was married.
He was married. Yes. Come on. It's embarrassing.
You think he's waking up this morning filled with regret?
No, I do have a quote from him, actually.
Which indicates that he's not full of regret.
No.
Does he deny that it happened?
He's just not denying anything. He's just trying to brush it all under the rug there. He's saying, quote, I love my wife, I love my children, and we are still a family.
Oh, so he's denying they're getting divorced.
Well, I guess you could say he's denying that they're getting divorced.
Maybe I'm reading too much into that. Maybe that's not denying. He's saying even though we're getting divorced, I still love her.
Right, and we're still a family.
There's a footnote that says that was awesome.
But don't leave me for it. It's almost like he's trying to, through the media, tell her that he's still in love with her and that she needs to come back.
Sure, but she's not having it.
And be a family.
Damn it, she's Christy Brinkley.
And?
She's a supermodel extraordinaire. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She shouldn't stand for that.
You don't cheat on the Uptown Girl.
No, you don't.
Wow. She's been living in a white wig world, never had more meaning than now. She's balding. Anyhow.
So, I mean, she'll be fine.
If you say so. I don't think anyone's going to be fine, Terry. I don't think necessarily she's going to be fine or the 19-year-old will be fine. He'll be fine. He's got a great memory to last a few years or so.
It's great that 47-year-olds are still doing it, though.
Well, you're out at 40, so...
I'm just saying, 47's a little old to be doing it.
Now, when you're a 19-year-old girl and you're doing it with a 47-year-old, how do you do it? What are your options?
I don't...
Oh, don't worry. I'm only gray up here. It's all normal down there.
I don't
you get
know
gray down there?
I hope not.
Oh, I hope you don't get gray down there.
I'm sure you do. You get gray anyway,
that's just nasty. Get a whole bottle of Just for Men and start pushing it on down there.
Get that real phony, dark black look.
Are there ways that you have to eliminate as far as possibilities of doing her when you're 47 and she's 19?
Well, just I would think it would depend on you as a 47-year-old man. I mean, how...
But are there ways that the 19-year-old just starts laughing at you is my question.
Yeah, I'm sure there are.
That'd be sad.
Yeah, but still, if she's going to do you anyway, what difference does it make, right?
I think it's pretty understood that when you're 19 and female and he's 47 and male, that you're getting on top and just riding like a bandit on the way out of town. Is that fair to say or no?
Okay, yeah. Fair to say. I mean, it's not like you're like I can't really picture him swinging from a.
Well, there are 47-year-olds that are in shape and can.
I understand
maybe
this,
he's in
but they
shape.
still look weird doing 19-year-olds in certain postures.
It's definitely a different era. Ma'am, I noticed you're kind of bald down there. You sure you're 19?
Wow.
Probably not used to that, you know.
No, we do.
No, my wife isn't like that.
No.
Well, Terry, I'm sorry that this happened to this very happy family. It's unfortunate only because the 47-year-old man had no options.
Well, he did, but, you know.
His only option was not to hire the 19-year-old when he had a chance.
He probably shouldn't have done
when
that.
When she made it clear that she wanted to have sex with him, he had no choice to make. He had to do it. Had to. No choice. Zero choice.
Whatever.
And it's unfortunate that a happy home has now been broken up. It couldn't have been that happy, though.
Matter of time.
Well, if he had no choice, then the happy home shouldn't be broken up. It's her fault.
Yes.
Whoa! It's now Christy's fault?
Well, she's got to know it had to be done.
She's 52.
Steven's saying it's her choice for being irrational like that.
She's
the rational mind would realize that he had no choice and should obviously just accept and maybe even congratulate him.
Way to go, honey. You can still do a 19-year-old.
That's right.
Woohoo!
Now come back and be the great husband you have been for the past how many years we've been
Almost, what? I think they're like 9 or 10 years.
They've been married 9 or 10 years?
Something like that. A long time.
Damn shame.
What's the cutoff age of when you have to do them?
There is no cutoff age.
Okay, so if she was 32, he had no choice.
Huh? Oh, you mean going lower?
Oh, what's the age?
Oh, at what age does a man not have to do a 19-year-old?
Yeah, when can you... No. What age does the girl have to be?
I see.
To get away with it.
Oh, I see your question.
It's a have to do
40,
her
it's not
thing.
mandatory.
Well, women peak at 24, so...
24 and below?
Every year after 24, you get less of a reason to have to do her.
So if you go, she's 25, I had to do her, you don't have as much sympathy.
Women
for the
peak
guy.
at 24. What do you mean 24 and below? 24 is when women peak.
Okay.
But if she's 21, you still have to do it.
So
though.
if she's 24 and below, you get away with it.
What's that now?
Because you have to.
Huh? I've lost you.
It's too hard to follow, I guess.
Okay.
You know, if she's anywhere between 19 and 24, you still have to
How
do
did
it.
that?
Right, okay.
18 and 24.
24 to 26, you may have to do her at 47. Once you start getting 27, 28, it's like not a situation where she has to be done.
Probably,
all right?
probably a reason you're not married.
Unless you're like 75.
Pretty
Is that where
weird.
Christy goes, did you really have to do her?
Exactly. You didn't have to do her. This is what Christy would say. If this 47-year-old was screwing some 28-year-old woman,
Right.
Christy would look at him and say, you didn't have to do her. She was 28.
Yeah.
It's not like she was 19.
Look at the rules, jackass.
The T-Man.
There is growing concern tonight over cruises in the Northwest and people who get sick on board.
Oh.
Apparently, the number of people who get sick on cruises is going
Oh,
up.
geez.
And the worst numbers are coming out of the Northwest.
Oh, please.
The Seattle PI reports that health officials see more outbreaks of diarrhea and vomiting in Seattle, Alaska, and BC ships than anywhere else in the U.S.
Enjoy your breakfast.
So now some locals are demanding action.
I think they're getting too much action, sounds like, Terry.
ACT.
We lead the country in the runs.
Wow.
Oh, we do love our sushi here.
Yes, this is the capital of the diarrhea world right here, baby.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Come aboard.
Sushi buffet under a heat lamp on a cruise ship.
Oh,
That's got bad stomach written all over it.
Even with as hot as it gets in Florida, I dare they try to challenge us in our butt water. Can't do it. Hurrah!
On Seattle, Alaska, and BC ships than anywhere else in the U.S. So now some out of the Northwest.
Yeah.
The Seattle PI reports that health officials see more outbreaks of diarrhea and vomiting on Seattle, Alaska, and BC ships than anywhere else in the U.S. So now some
the
locals are demanding action.
I think it's every business's responsibility to keep its customers as healthy.
Yeah, we take a backseat to Romania, Stephen. We'll never be able to beat them.
No, I mean, where else do they cruise in the U.S. besides those places?
I don't know, you're read too deep into the story.
And its environment as healthy as it can be. And the cruise liners seem to be aware that it's going on, and I would hope that they're going to do something pretty serious to address it.
Health officials have
Well, Stephen, you've been on cruises. You know how they offer those midnight buffets?
Oh, yeah.
What do they expect?
Never been up late enough for one, but yeah, they do offer them.
Yeah, they do.
Steve's like, can I have my midnight buffet at like 7 a.m.?
Yeah. One cruise we were on, you could order food anytime you wanted. They brought it right to your room. It was
Wow.
Jeez.
You're not supposed to be staying in your room, but unless you're the newlywed couple.
great. Yeah.
And even when you were newlyweds, you weren't the newlywed couple, were you, Stephen?
We were not, no.
Where,
Terry, we may be having the T-Man's party cruise to Christmas.
what? Where are we cruising?
I'll buy the Pepto now.
You may want to stock up on the Imodium AD.
Oh.
I hear Alaska's
That
good
what
that
it's
time of
called?
year.
Yeah, Alaska's great.
December cruise to Alaska.
Woohoo! Yeah, where would we cruise to?
Gotta cuddle up.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta be a cold one.
Yeah, I'll keep you warm.
I don't know. That's been knocked around, Terry.
Really?
Yes.
Whoa.
The idea of that's been knocked around. I've heard through the hallways of the station.
Wow.
The party cruise to Christmas, brought to you by Cube 93. Don't hold me to it,
Okay, I won't.
but come Christmas time,
Uh-oh.
if we're party cruising to Christmas
Yeah?
with a whole slew of listeners, don't be shocked when John John's nuzzled up against you in a stateroom.
Yeah, I will be shocked. You won't be nuzzling up to me anywhere.
Oh.
When I think of cruises, I think of like old people and like shuffleboard.
Well, you can
Oh,
get
you've
that out of your
never
mind
been
now
on a
because we're
cruise.
taking over the cruise line.
Wow.
All right.
And you'll be playing shuffleboard.
Having a limbo contest. Wacky.
Limbo, limbo,
Shooting the
limbo.
clay pigeons.
Well, all I can tell you is this. Me and Terry did a cruise a number of years ago to
Mexico.
Where did we go? What part of Mexico?
We went to Cabo, and we went to a couple Cabo and
that was
some other places.
It was cool.
yeah, we had it in Mazatlan.
I had a
and something
surprisingly good time.
else. It was very
Really?
fun.
Yeah, we were cliff diving.
Yeah. It was a good time.
Get off the boat, you hang out, you go wherever, you do whatever, you get knocks on your door. It's great.
Knocks on your door.
Anyway,
Mhm.
yeah. But
This
it
was years ago.
Yeah.
Hi, you don't know me, but I listen to the show a lot.
Oh, jeez. Well, come on in and tell me about it.
What's your favorite best of? This one. No, it was fun though. Lots of.
Stick your face in the life preserver. What?
Whoa!
I'm sorry, what was that? What else you got going on there?
Anyway, I have more news on this whole Christy Brinkley thing.
Right. More news on it?
More
We didn't get enough of it
Well,
last segment?
I think it's details that you would enjoy.
He screwed a 19-year-old.
No.
She's not going to stand for it, and she's getting divorced.
Yeah, she did kick him out of the house. But this is how the 19-year-old became his personal
Terry,
assistant.
did he give me a picture? You don't got me a picture, I'm not interested.
You one. I'm trying to
All
find
right.
you one.
Go ahead.
We found one who's a teacher at Tufts University.
Wait a minute.
But it's not her.
No.
Well, this is a 19-year-old girl that was his personal assistant that he had sex with. She obviously then has a MySpace, because what 19-year-old girl in this world doesn't have a MySpace, Terry? Find me her MySpace.
Well, that would be Pacey.
Pacey, you know her name. Get her MySpace.
You know what? There is a change in MySpace this morning. You can no longer search by either name or email. So
They took out searching by email?
Yeah, you have to have a school name or
You can't search anyone by email anymore?
You cannot by email.
Oh, that's a killer.
It is.
And I'll tell you why that's a killer.
Why is that?
That's a killer because every day on this here program, we get emails, as you know, Terry.
Yes.
And little do a lot of listeners know, but we just take their email address, copy and paste, cut and paste, what do you call it?
Yeah.
Cut and paste.
Right into the search little area of MySpace.
Sure.
And look at their pictures.
Absolutely.
Oh, won't be calling her back.
No need for a return email there. I don't care how big a fan you are. Obviously too big.
So now you have to set up the meetings now.
Yeah,
again.
so now what does it require now?
Wait a minute,
Casey?
Pacey. Are you sure about this?
I'm positive.
What's it
yeah.
asking for?
It just has school name.
You know what? They're ruining
and
MySpace.
Classmate finder.
Well, you know what? With all the stuff
That could
that's
be-
been going on with them in the news a lot, they're trying to.
Whatever.
I'm just saying.
But you can't even search by name anymore.
No,
you can't
the
even
whole
put somebody's
section
name.
now it
It's
says
crazy.
find your classmates.
No, that can't be right, because then you won't be able to find anyone anymore.
I
That's
thought
right.
that was.
Call MySpace now.
Oh, jeez.
1-800
Tom.
MySpace?
Tom's no longer in charge, right?
Tom sold the bitch.
Yeah.
He sold out.
Well, he
He
runs
did.
it still, though.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the power anymore.
No.
He sold it to News Corp. He sold it to Fox.
Damn it, Fox.
Screwing everything
That
up.
sucks.
That can't be right. It's got to be some kind of downloading
devastating for
problem. That is devastating, Terry. You got to be able to search on MySpace for people. I don't know anyone's school.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, can I just tell you how
From
she
now
became...
on, when people email through the website, we have to put it, tell us what school you went to.
Right.
And what year
Well,
you
isn't
graduated.
this part of the
Tell me
whole,
what year you're going to graduate.
Yeah.
you know, the
Going to
new
graduate.
changes. I thought the new changes were only supposed to affect those who are like 15 years.
Yeah, Pacey, that's not right. You just got a
15
bad
years old.
MySpace download situation.
No, Steven was the one that first hit me to it.
Oh,
He,
Steve.
I was looking for Beyonce.
Sorry, Steven.
No, that's okay.
You love high school girls.
Pasty calling you out.
I was looking for the woman you were looking for.
Whatever.
Oh, sure.
Diana Bianchi, or whatever her name is.
People think you're the nice one.
Bianchi.
Oh, you really must have done a great search there if you don't know her name.
Diana Bianchi.
Right.
Bianchi.
Bianchi or Bianchi? I don't know.
I found a picture, two pictures of a Diana Bianchi, but I don't think they're her.
We'll send them down anyway.
I did.
You did? All right, let me see those pictures that he sent down. And where are those pictures I'm supposed to see?
Yeah, what happened to him?
Actually, which is the... okay, on the left.
You got them here?
Ponderous,
There's one of
man.
it. He said that's one. Now, that could be her because apparently she does have dark hair, the one on the left.
On the left?
Yeah.
No, she's supposed to be the one on the left.
Yeah.
Now, Terry, you're 47 years old.
I am?
Yeah.
Oh.
And you're a man with wrinkly balls, okay?
Whoa. Wait, I thought all balls were wrinkled.
All right, geez. And you have... Well, that's what your male friends tell you. That's fine. And you have the
You
option...
got a facelift on yours?
You have the option... That's right, every weekend. You have the option, Terry.
Wow, that's a lot of work.
I got to keep them smooth and pretty. You have the option,
I
Terry.
have the option
of
of doing
taking her down big time, yes. Bringing her the rug. Is you doing it or not?
No.
Oh, my gosh. You're
Come
crazy.
on. I mean, it is tempting. And by the way, can I just tell you how she became the personal assistant? He met her at a toy store. She was a clerk at a toy store that he was shopping at.
Which one?
It doesn't give the name of the toy store.
Obviously, Toys R Us. There are no other toy stores.
Well, yeah, probably.
He was pulling out his Jeffrey dollars, and she was making small talk with him. And he asked her to be the personal assistant.
Yes.
The
He liked
Love
how
Factory.
Yeah, he liked how she
You know, you were really good at ringing up my Bob the Builder items. Would you be my personal assistant? What's this picture now?
Is this
that'd
a
be
new
another one.
This woman's like 55.
Probably not her.
No, I think it was the first one that I gave you.
Yeah, I agree.
Steven.
Yes.
Nice try, Stephen.
I'm full service up here.
Oh, jeez. You know what? Don't make it worse than it is, all right? Steven.
Yes.
Save that for Tracy in traffic. Now listen.
Wow.
Are you committed to this bit of news that MySpace, as of this morning, has eliminated the ability to search for someone via name and or email?
Am I committed to it?
Are you going with that as a news story? Because I think that would be bigger news. I think that would make, like, news wires if that was the case.
You would think it would, yeah.
Can you look into this?
I will look into it.
This is very important. There's one thing that you must do today. If there's a priority list, at the top of it today is finding out whether MySpace has eliminated the ability to search for someone out there by their name or their email. I would like an answer. It's now 7:30 on the dot. I would like an answer by 7:30 and 30 seconds.
Okay, I will try. Maybe I'll email
Or
them.
at the latest, 8:15. You know what?
Maybe I'll contact MySpace.
Because how are we going to find the people out there to go on this cruise to Christmas?
Is that how we're doing it now?
Yeah, that's how
I thought you just said, don't hold me to the cruise to Christmas.
That's how we loaded it up for, don't hold me to it in case we can't find the right people.
Oh, okay.
That's how we found the people for the T-Man's Party Play to Vegas.
Right.
Ooh, Sweet Brown Sugar 69 sounds hot. Let me plug that into mine.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, not getting a call back.
Oh, not so soon.
Exactly, man.
break.
You know how hard it was back in the day?
Oh.
Now we don't have to worry about that anymore. Terry, did I tell you some of the horror stories?
No, I know.
Did I tell you on my voicemail in my office back, 8, 9 years ago, before MySpace was ever around, before the internet was ever around?
Right.
I got this call from this woman who used to call, leave me messages going, I'm Planet Fox. And she would just leave a message like that. And then all of a sudden, the next day, she'd leave another message. I'm Planet Fox. I call myself Planet Fox because I'm the hottest on the planet.
Stop
And I'd be
it.
like, wow, that's intriguing. That's interesting.
Did you actually give a call back?
Well, then next time she called, I picked up the phone magically, Terry.
Yeah. Ooh.
Hello, T-Man. I'm Planet Fox. I'm like, well, you have kind of a weird and disturbing voice, but I could play it off as rather kinky and porn star.
Sure.
And if you say you're the hottest on the planet, I guess I got to meet you, don't I?
Hey, Planet Fox.
Well, you do have to meet me, T-Man, because I'm the hottest woman on the planet. She was serious like that. I swear to you, this happened. This is a true story. I'm not making this up. There was a woman that would call me a series of days before I actually went out and met her, Terry.
Right.
Convincing me that she was the hottest on the planet.
hottest on the planet.
Okay? And she would say it just like that, all serious and in that tone of voice. I'm trying to do my best imitation of how she sounded. Yes, T-Man, I am the hottest on the planet. You need to meet me. I'm the hottest woman on the planet. And her voice was scary like that. But I just worked it out of my mind that somehow, sometimes is the way hot women sound.
Sure.
I've seen it in pornos. That's the truth. I've seen women who are really hot in pornos who have weird voices like that. So that's why I was able to get that scariness out of my mind. Yes, T-Man, I'll meet you up in West Seattle. Absolutely, yes. And you won't be disappointed. I'm the hottest woman on the planet. I'm Planet Fox.
Oh, boy. I got trouble written all over it.
Trouble written all over it.
But
I
I'm going anyway.
I had to find out for myself.
Yeah, still going.
So after this long journey across the West Seattle Bridge, there she is standing in front of a stupid Starbucks, far from the hottest woman in Starbucks.
And you just kept driving, or did you get out?
I had to get out. She saw me. I told her what I was going to be riding in.
Oh, man.
Had to spend like 20 minutes with her. Nightmare. See, these things wouldn't happen if back in 1997 there was MySpace. Back in 1997, if there was the internet, basically. I mean, there was, but I didn't have it until I got it in about 97, I think.
Right, but it was not sophisticated.
Yeah, it wasn't like it is now.
No, not
then
at
I'd be
all.
like, yeah, Planet Fox, my ass. Look at the freaking picture. You calling yourself the hottest on the planet, you dope.
The size of a planet.
I'm the hottest woman on the planet, T-Man. There's no denying it. I'm Planet Fox.
So now...
You wouldn't have gone out and met her, Terry?
No, I would not have.
Whatever.
Stop
You
it.
and I did a drive-by on someone we thought sounded hot. Boy,
Oh, yeah.
were we disappointed.
You did?
We went to double team her, Terry. And you know what? We needed an extra 4 guys.
Whoa, where was Gilbreth?
No, Stephen can't roll like that.
I never get invited on the good
We
wishes.
had to see her, though. She had a great
we had to see
voice.
her. Yeah, she did have a good voice.
Awesome.
But not as good as Planet Fox. That's
See,
right,
that just
T-Man.
goes as...
No woman can compare with me. I'm the hottest on the planet. She would just say that over and over again.
So,
and she believed it. I mean,
I'm sure she
that's
did.
why I didn't go out and meet her the first time I ever heard of her, because I didn't know if she was serious about it, if she really believed it. But over time, she convinced me, Terry, that she truly believed it. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, if she's not the hottest woman on the planet, The fact that she calls herself the hottest on the planet means she must be somewhat close.
Sure.
She's got to be. She's got to be near the hottest on the planet if she's willing to just say so definitively that she's the hottest on the planet. Terry, she wasn't even in the top 5%.
Was she pretty broke?
She wasn't even in the top half of the women on the planet, Terry. It was just a nightmare.
Not good.
I was thinking, do I go off on this woman?
Well, come on. It's all you can't really go off on her because it's each his own.
Planet Fox.
I don't want to,
Still hearing it in my head, Terry.
Yeah. Obviously, she made an impression.
I wonder what Planet Fox is doing today. I wonder if she
Give us a call.
I wonder if she still calls herself the hottest woman on the planet.
Oh, so we made a call out.
Today's your lucky day. And
Here she is. Da, 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 da. I'm Planet Fox. Stupid name too, Planet
Oh,
Fox.
but she's the hottest on the planet.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what a nightmare that was.
And it's like, you don't want to be too much of a cretin asking for a picture that early before we had this,
But as nightmarish as that story is, there's many dozen to go along with it,
So
Terry.
the one time that you two went together, was it just as nightmarish?
Oh, absolutely.
I think you went first and you come sprinting up the street the other way. And go!
I remember that. I'm like, don't even go in.
But I had to.
Yeah.
I had to go see for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, it can't be.
I'm like, trust me on this one. You don't need to go.
You're like running the other way.
True story, Terry.
It can't be that bad.
Oh,
Yeah, it was.
Yes. That's why That's why we must impress upon MySpace not to eliminate this ability to search for people.
So, Stephen, what'd you find out?
Well, they haven't emailed me back yet.
Oh, wow, you emailed
Waiting for Tom to get back to you?
Somebody, yeah.
All right.
Well, there's no news story that I can find.
You have no other
They say if
outlets, you have no other sources you can go to, newsman extraordinaire.
It says if there are changes to...
You know what? Kevin Eby would have had the information by now.
Well, you can call him.
spoke to Kevin Eby. That was crazy. While you were gone.
I don't think Kevin Eby likes us too much, but that's fine.
I think you're probably right, but...
Maybe.
Eby!
Oh, God.
It says if they make changes, they'll post on their website, but I have not seen
If
any
Planet Fox would have looked like Kevin Eby, it would have been an upgrade.
Wow. Do you know what Kevin Eby looks like?
No.
Oh.
But I feel confident that it would have been an upgrade.
Okay.
I'm Planet Fox. Tim and I'm the hottest woman on the planet.
You just love that.
And I'm serious about it. Yes, I'll meet you in West Seattle. We'll meet at a Starbucks. You're driving what now? I'll be there. Just look for the hottest woman on the planet. That'll be me. I'm like, wow, cool. All right. Mm-hmm.
See, I used to like the ones that were just out of a relationship because that meant somebody liked them.
Right?
I mean,
also means somebody got sick of them. But,
look at it.
But at least
one
you're a
person.
half as glass full kind of guy.
But at least one person liked them, as opposed to nobody ever liked them.
Like you two are prizes or something. Jeez.
Terry, we never said we're prizes.
Come on, you guys are terrible.
Well, as you know, Terry, I'm the hottest man on the planet.
Yeah, you're Planet Fox, so.
Hotcakes and sausage during the break. Terry perks up and says, I miss those days.
Hotcakes. First of all, who's hotcakes and sausage?
The days.
The new name, the new nickname.
We just got that email. A couple hours later, you talked him into giving you a picture, and then you're meeting him a half hour later.
Wow.
You miss those days?
It was a full-time job.
Yeah.
It was a full time.
It really was.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
You worked 4 hours and then another 4 hours.
And we were also mentioning during the break that Pasty could be doing this and making it happen at least once a week, Terry.
Oh, sure.
All right?
Yes.
Now, he's not the most seasoned guy in the world, obviously being a 29-year-old virgin. But still, if he so chose, Terry, even considering that he has a 6-shirt rotation, he could.
Oh, yeah.
He could go out there.
All collared.
All collared and buttoned down.
Well, he has T-shirts, but doesn't wear them to work.
No.
Well, then how do we know he has them?
And no
Wow.
dress
There's
T-shirts,
a reason.
that's for sure.
Same reason I don't eat at work.
He was ridiculed once really bad by the little guy that used to work here, so it's collared all the
And
time.
that makes a huge impact, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
So he doesn't wear any non-button-down collared shirt.
Nope.
And the reason he wears collared shirts, I'm imagining, and the abuse he got was, well, why would one want to wear a collared shirt over just a regular? He has a hairy neck.
Something to do with that, yeah.
Hairy back neck
right around
area.
Something, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I don't want to.
See, I just figured that out, too.
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin the guy's weekend if girls are ready to. Oh, wait, hurry back there, man.
You can just take care of that. He's doing well enough. He can hire 3 high school dudes to come over and shave his back once in a while.
Dudes?
Who cares what the little guy says anyway?
But it
little
doesn't matter
guy
to
is
him.
short.
Who cares then? Yeah. If it doesn't matter to him, why does it matter to the little guy?
Yeah.
I mean, the little guy got a woman, so the hairy back guy can
Oh,
get
geez.
one too, right? I mean,
Yeah, well, anyway.
Come on. Well, meanwhile, he's downstairs getting Irene. What's her name? The girl coming in this morning.
Heidi?
Heidi?
I think. I don't know.
Heidi's coming in this morning.
Yeah.
Pacey's supposed to be telling me exactly what number we're at as far as briefcase models.
Oh, that's
we
right.
could be at or above 20.
Okay.
For all I know.
All right.
But Heidi's down here this morning to try to be one of those briefcase models with less than 2 weeks to go to Summer Jam 2006. Can you believe this, Terry?
Ow! Can't wait.
You hear them rotating back and forth between hands right now, Terry?
That would be a piece of paper.
This would be a piece of paper indicating that we have 2 tickets to Summer Jam 2006.
Yes.
To give away this morning. It also tells me that included with those 2 tickets are backstage barbecue passes.
All right.
It's one thing to be in the crowd. It's another thing to be backstage by the rotisserie where the pig is spinning away.
Jeez, yeah. Definitely not wearing a white shirt that day.
No.
This also puts you in line. You'll be in play as far as winning $50,000 on stage as Stephen Kilbreth hosts the most outstanding rendition of Deal or No Deal that you'll ever see in a lifetime.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Talk about a hairy neck. Kilbreth will be getting it done.
Oh, yeah.
Stephen, do you have an idea of how you want to bring your own flavor to this excursion on stage that we will be calling Deal or No Deal, or are you just going to pretty much go with the Howie Mandel blueprint and run with it?
I'm going to bring the Kilbreth best, probably.
Mm-hmm. The Kilbreth spin.
But do we have a dress rehearsal or something so I can know exactly what you're looking for?
It's still my prediction that he will not. He'll get pulled away from him last minute.
It'll get pulled away from him, or he'll back out?
No, it'll get pulled away.
I won't back out. No,
You're saying that someone here at this radio station is going to pull his duties?
Yes.
Yeah, I would bet on that as well.
Who would take over his
There's only
duties?
one person that would pull his duties. It ain't going to be me. It'd be Eric Flowers.
Yeah, he'll delegate someone else to do it.
Why?
Back in 1999, the crowd really didn't respond when you said, when I say yes, you say curse.
Which was his idea, by the way.
So they would. So he thinks that you wouldn't be crowd friendly. So he's gonna put
For whatever
Harris
reason,
in?
it'll get pulled.
Hot Schnizzle and Stephen Kilbreth both seem to agree that at the last second, Kilbreth's hosting Deal or No Deal duties are going to be pulled from him.
I wouldn't be shocked at all.
Better not be.
Well, then who would take it, though?
I don't know. Or Powers.
Harris.
Dirty Harry.
Dirty
Anybody.
Harry. Mm-hmm.
Anybody. When I say Harry,
Hey,
you
you.
say Mole.
You come out of the street. I need you.
Wow.
And that's just a healthy dose of paranoia that is not warranted here, for you are, in fact, the host on stage of Deal or No
Well,
Deal.
I hope so. I would love to do it. It'd be great.
You don't have to hope. It's done.
Well, good.
All right. What are you worried about, man?
I'm not as worried about it as the other guy, but I think it wouldn't surprise me.
Honestly, couldn't be less worried about it, but that's my prediction. See you later.
What if it does happen?
Hey, Lino, I was kind of thinking maybe Eddie should host this.
Wow. Eddie Francis, your nighttime player.
It'll get pulled away at Summer Jam while you're backstage ready to go on. Stood there for 2 hours waiting to go on.
Now, you've had something pulled away from you. That's why you think that,
Wow.
right?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
You had something pulled the last minute?
Terry and I were supposed to
Yeah, we did.
introduce an act. And
Eddie got pulled at the last
Yes.
minute?
Hey, you know what? Damon Knight maybe should do this.
Yes.
Why would they pull it?
We had mics in hand. We were ready to go.
give me that mic.
Yeah, they go, don't need to go on.
Oh, wait, they showed up?
Wow. That is unbelievable. You didn't tell me anything about that.
Well, you know.
I would have put up
Where were
the
you?
fight necessary to get you on stage. Where was I? I was probably backstage.
Yeah, I
Man,
think
try
we
to
were,
Couple of MySpace pictures I'd set up. Anyhow.
Maybe because when the exhibit was going on the stage, I slapped his ass like, good luck, big fella. Really hard.
Well, he demands that. But anyway,
yeah, I remember that.
Summer Jam, ladies and gentlemen, is in fact, what, about 11, 12 days away?
Something like that. Yeah.
Something like that? Mm-hmm. And the word that this radio station is getting is that it will be a sellout, Terry. There are enough tickets sold right now. It's not sold out right now, but the word is there are enough tickets sold right now that, considering what walk-up percentage they usually get, this is a guaranteed sellout is the word the station is getting. Now, what I have to say in regards to that is if you're planning on going there the day of to get your tickets, you better not be counting on them 100%. By any means. So if you want to guarantee yourself for being there, you better call Ticketmaster like today.
Yeah, get in now.
Because there are only, 1 or 2,000 or so tickets left
Yeah.
in a 20,000-seat venue. And the people who run things over at the Auburn Amphitheater have informed this station it is a guaranteed sellout.
Good deal.
Now, I'm not convinced that that's the case, but got to take their word for it. They know more about their venue than we do.
Right.
So the advice here is, very clearly, if you don't have your tickets, and if you don't win in the next 30 seconds, you better get them quick. Yeah. So we don't want to hear any whining when you're on the outside looking in. Nothing worse than being on the outside of the amphitheater in Auburn.
Yeah.
All right? Now, I'm ready to give away tickets, and you're holding up the break sign already.
Whoa!
Hello?
The time flies.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
The time flies.
Well, I didn't even have fun yet.
Yeah, well, time flies when you're doing whatever you do.
Yeah, whatever the term is, dude. Time to go.
All right, I'll take that break that he so desperately wants.
All right.
And when we get back, I will give away these Summer Jam tickets, Terry.
Okay.
I will give away these backstage barbecue passes.
Oh, yummy.
I will put someone in line for $50,000 in cash that Kilbreath may be hosting.
Maybe. That was a maybe. That's sad.
Well, you got me convinced. I never heard that story about you guys getting your microphones ripped away at the last second.
Oh, yeah.
Ripped away.
Did you even fight for them or what?
No.
We
I would
just
have thrown it
go
down my
like,
pants and said, get it.
All right, sounds good, dude.
All right.
Make Shelly Hart go get it in your job.
Yeah, I'll take a... She wouldn't need it. I just took a pass. Was like, all right, well, back to smoking weed in the Santa can.
Oh, geez.
Was that out loud?
That sounds like a better deal, yeah.
The T-Man.
That's Heather armed with a video camera.
Oh.
Paul's estranged wife has been toting it with her to reportedly gather evidence against people she fears are out to harm her.
Oh, jeez.
According to the London Sun newspaper, Heather told a photographer, quote, "People are pursuing me around the country.
Right.
I said, stay away from my baby. I have a catalog of evidence."
Oh, Terry, this is Heather Mills. This is the newly estranged, divorced wife from Paul McCartney. Now, does Paul McCartney strike you as the kind of guy who's the revenge-filled kind of ex-husband that's going to harm her or the kids?
No.
Because she's got then a heavy dose of paranoia. She's walking around. She won't let go of her video camera just in case she needs to hit record to get the evidence she needs of all these people that are against her now.
Right.
She's gotten mental.
Well.
She lost her leg. Now she's lost her mind. What the hell's going on here?
I know.
Paul McCartney doesn't seem like the guy who's going to orchestrate the drive-by.
No, not at all.
All right?
Heather and Paul have a 2-year-old daughter together, Beatrice, and reportedly the 38-year-old Mills is fearing for both of their lives since the breakup of her marriage to the former Beatle.
Oh.
The Sun quoted Heather as saying, John Lennon was shot and George Harrison was stabbed, and loads of kids are kidnapped. Heather's friends are said to be increasingly worried about her behavior, and Heather's spokesperson reportedly confirmed that she is staying extremely vigilant. Anya Noakes was quoted in The Sun saying she is genuinely concerned about being attacked, and the kidnap threat goes with all famous children. So far, there's been no comment from Paul on this report.
He's too busy constructing a plan to kill her. He doesn't have time to comment. Fascinating.
Yeah. That divorce is getting pretty ugly and crazy.
Yeah.
All the news sources the stories I see.
Well, do you feel sorry for Paul? He had the perfect marriage with Linda, Terry, back in the day.
Right.
Then she died.
Yeah.
He was forced to go out there and find a freaking companion.
Yeah.
And look at what he got stuck with. Some mental case.
Yeah.
With one leg.
Well, he could have picked anybody, though.
Yeah, he could have.
Well, he was not in the mode of being prepared to pick. And I didn't want to be alone, obviously. I don't know why. Probably still could have gotten it done with some 19-year-olds.
That's what I was going to say. Why he might as well have been alone.
Well, he was in love with his wife, who died of cancer, right?
Yes.
Her food lives on.
Well,
She has a line of food that you can still buy.
I think you think of Paul Newman, but that's okay. Anyway, yeah. So she's gone crazy now. She's walking around with a camera in one arm and her baby in the other, and she's waiting for someone to jump on her. And that's where they're at.
Paul McCartney has a MySpace.
Well, we wouldn't know. We can't look it up.
You found that out for sure or no?
I haven't found it out for sure, but you still can.
All right. What we do know for sure is tickets must be given away right now for Summer Jam 2006, Terry. 1-866-663-T-Man, as I've said, and I hope people have taken me seriously to the point where you're calling Ticketmaster right now. It will be a sellout. That is the words that have been given very clearly to this radio station by the people who run the Auburn Amphitheater. There are enough tickets sold now. Well over 10,000 tickets sold right now, Terry, and by the estimations, the walk-up will easily make it a sellout. So don't get shot out. Call if you want to be there and you want to ensure yourself in being there, you better call quick, if not now. But as far as this moment is concerned, it's time for free tickets. Who wants some, Nancy?
Yes.
Yes, Nancy.
Hi.
How are you, Nancy? How old is a woman named Nancy these days? You're what, 44,
Yeah,
45, what?
I'm actually 20. It's going to be 23.
23.
Whoa.
What? A Nancy?
Hard pressed to find a 23-year-old Nancy.
Yes.
Her and her sister, Barbara.
And
Is it short for something?
Mansalaya.
well, her mother was thinking of going with Blanche or Nancy. She went with Nancy. Do you realize you're one of a very few endangered species kind of woman named Nancy, or what?
You know what? Yes, I know.
You didn't think of going with a nickname? Because I know a girl out there whose name is Alice, who's around your age, and has a little nickname because she hates the fact that her parents named her Alice.
No, I don't really have a nickname. Kind of hard to shorten Nancy.
Well, you don't have to shorten it. Just go completely off the board from Nancy. That's what Alice did. You would never know her name was Alice.
What does she call herself, Alice?
Fifi.
But I like my name.
What?
I kind of like my name, though.
You like Nancy?
Yes.
Well, what if we don't? Does that mean anything to you or no?
I don't understand what you just said.
Okay, doesn't matter. And what, are you Asian?
No, I'm Mexican.
You're Mexican. A Mexican Nancy. Oh, it even gets stranger by the second.
Okay.
All right. Our Mexican Nancy, 23-year-old friend, is on the line here, wanting to get the Summer Gym via our free tickets.
I am.
She's already got 2 strikes against her, Terry. Nancy and Mexican.
I am.
Obviously just playing that really. Yes, I am. Nancy.
Nancy just caught on in Mexico.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are Nancy's all over Mexico, I'm sure. Nancy.
Yes.
What can you tell me about yourself? What do you do?
You know what? I work for with kids in an education center.
You work for you work with kids?
Yes.
In a what center?
In an education center.
Education center.
I help low-income families get into school.
Man, could she have picked a career that would have sounded any better on the air than that?
Oh, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
We help kids, too.
Wow, you guys.
Nancy trying to make sure she gets these tickets. You can't make that up that quick, Terry, though.
No,
you know what I'm
can't.
saying?
I know.
She worked with, like, underprivileged kids? Is that pretty much the deal there, or what?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
Wow. How about that for Nancy?
job,
And I'm sure she's not
Nancy.
breaking the bank with that kind of line of work, but she does it because she hits the pillow at night and feels great about her day's work. Isn't that right, Nancy?
I do. Most of the time, yes.
And these kids like you, or what?
Yeah.
Or all the other one of the kids likes you, and all the other underprivileged kids start making fun of them. Oh, you don't want to hang out with a girl named Nancy, do you? Nancy. You have a boyfriend, Nancy?
No, I'm very much single.
Very much single.
Wow.
Yes.
Have you just recently gotten out of a relationship, or have you had one recently, but not in the immediate past? Or when was your last long-term or somewhat of a long-term relationship?
My last long-term relationship was probably when I was in school, for a couple years ago. And
Where'd you go to school?
I went to school at Xavier in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Xavier.
Yes.
Interesting choice. You're from this area and you got accepted and went to Xavier?
Well, actually, I was from the LA area. I went to school in Ohio because I wanted some type of a different outlook, I guess, on the country.
Yeah.
LA is
Yeah, I did ask her. I know.
Come on.
So you're from where? Where did you say she's from?
California.
Originally from LA.
You're from LA and you applied for school in Xavier, Ohio, and you wound up there, and now you're here in the Northwest, trying to figure out how you get from A to B to C here.
Probably the job, right?
Well, pretty much I was in LA
Terry,
for the longest time.
you're in LA. There are schools all over the country. Why do you choose Xavier? And then when you're in Xavier, there are jobs all over the country that meet what you're looking for in this field. Why choose the Northwest? I'm just wondering how she gets from B to C. A to B to C.
I went to Cincinnati because they paid for a lot of my schooling just because, partly because I was Mexican, realistically. And then
Utilize that heritage.
Okay. And then you got to the Northwest how?
And then we came up this way because a lot of my family was moving up this way. And
All right, well, there are the answers to my question. Was that so difficult, Terry?
No.
Man, terribly boring, but not so difficult after all. And your last long-term relationship was at Xavier College.
it was.
And you lived off campus or on campus or what?
Both. Well, in the beginning, I lived on campus, and then my senior year, I lived off campus.
And it was
in my own apartment.
during your senior year that you had this relationship going on.
I did have this relationship going on, although it wasn't much of a relationship because I think I took it a little bit more serious than he did. This is why I left.
So you wouldn't let him live with you
Right. No,
in a
that's very
sinful sexual relationship kind of environmental situation going on there. You didn't live with this guy?
I did not. What?
You didn't live with him during school,
I did not live with him.
but you were having sexual relations with him. Fair or not fair?
After a while, yes, we started having.
Oh, after a while. I just asked a question. You don't have to go into any further explanation. You were having sexual relations with this guy, right or wrong? Just answer the question, Nancy.
So yes, we did.
Fine.
Oh,
so
you dirty girl.
So you made him wait. Ooh. You still made it happen. And probably pretty quick.
Yeah, I used to beat her like a piñata.
Whoa. How long did you make him wait? Till the check came on the first day? What? How long?
No, it was about like 5-6 months.
5-6 months you made him wait? Come on, Nancy.
Wow.
Well, it was,
No one's sticking around for your overeducated ass that long, Nancy. Don't try to make it seem
I
like...
was that cool person.
Don't make it seem like he was hanging around for 6 months. Nancy, you know it was no more than 3 weeks.
Whoa.
Was he your first one, Nancy? That could be why she waited.
How many men have you been with in your life on a sexual level there, Nancy?
Yep. 3.
3.
Oh, dirty.
Only because I said 2. She was going
You
to
said
say 2.
that once in disappointment, 3, yes.
3? So has there been a guy that you've been active with in a physical way since this breakup of your boyfriend Xavier?
No. We'll see with the boyfriend and Xavier, I ended up having a baby.
Oh.
So, yeah.
So you make him wait 6 months, and then he raw dogs you till the cows come home?
No, after that.
You're trying to portray yourself as such the good girl with so many
highly educated,
intact morals, and then all of a sudden, as soon as you decide to have sex with him, oops, I'm pregnant?
How does that happen?
I mean, it can happen, but it doesn't seem like the way it happens for a girl who's got the mindset of making a guy wait that long.
Right.
And making sure she doesn't get carried away when she's in school. It doesn't seem like this the kind of girl that happens to. No. So how did that happen, Nancy?
You know what? I ask myself that question every day, but but I have a beautiful baby, and that's okay.
Now we know why she moved here.
Well, who doesn't have a beautiful baby?
Especially here.
Who's the one who looks at their baby and says, man, I got pregnant, and look at this kid, he's so ugly.
Nightmare.
Who says that? Of course you have a beautiful baby, Nancy. Don't allow that to make yourself feel all better about what happened here.
Well, somebody's got to, right?
So where is this father of your baby? Where is he these days?
He is
nowhere to be found.
You're right.
Waited 6 months.
He did.
Laid it down.
Yeah.
Raw dogged her. Deposited the goods. And then didn't want to hear from her.
No.
See you later. Nancy.
What can I say?
How old is your child now?
She is going to be 1 year old this month, actually, on the 28th.
So if I were to give you summer jam tickets, I wouldn't feel confident or comfortable with the fact that this child is going to be well taken care of on the 29th of July.
Our grandparents that love
Well, I can't count on them, Nancy. They need to take their naps, and summer jam's a long day. And I have to be responsible here and make sure that this child is taken care of all through Saturday, the 29th. Now, if I give you tickets, I won't be able to enjoy my summer jam because I'll be worried about your child.
Remember, I make sure that low-income families' kids are okay. That means I got to make sure my baby's okay, too.
Mm-hmm. So I should feel comfortable.
Grandparents have loved to spoil her.
The grandparents are wonderful to her.
So they moved up here with you. That's cool.
Yeah, I think they pretty much think that she's theirs.
Wow.
Well,
they
got a lot of
treat her that
support
way.
there.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're with her all the time because you're out trying to find someone to be in your life these days.
Yeah. Hey, Mom, Dad, can you watch my kid? I want to go flash my boobs at Ludacris.
Oh, it is. That's Grandma and Grandpa. Not even. Where's Mom and Dad in this? Oh, it's there. It's the child's grandma. Oh, so it is your Mom and Dad.
Yes.
Okay. I got it. 23-year-old Nancy wants to be at Summer Jam, Terry.
She does.
Really do. I want to party with Luna.
She's
She
definitely.
wants to party with Luda.
Yeah, she's definitely not going to be the only single mom there.
No, that is a safe bet.
That's,
Terry.
Are you sure,
you
Terry?
know,
That is a safe bet. But a lot of these single moms that are there don't make the guys in their life wait 6 months and then say, oh, no, don't put on that condom. Just do me.
Yeah.
True.
I want to feel all of you.
Wow. Is that what she said?
If you pull out, I'll kill you.
Well, do you really want to know why I left him?
Yes.
Okay, so
But that's not what we're questioning, Nancy. Maybe there's a million reasons why you left him. But the reason, we're wondering what the reasons are after 6 months. That someone who was so careful in making sure that the guy waited so long to have sex with you, how come you weren't also equally as careful on how you were protecting yourself? If you obviously weren't prepared to have a child at that point in your life. And
he has super sperm. We took precautions, but he has super
what
sperm.
precautions did you take?
She was on the pill.
What precautions did you take?
Well, see, he
No
wore,
girl who makes a guy wait 6 months is on the pill.
Okay, look, he wore a condom, and then even after, we couldn't go the day after to get the morning after pill. We went 2 days later. So that.
Why would you need the morning after pill if he was using a condom?
Because it was a little problem with the condom after.
So they had
there
to
you
take
go.
it off. And,
Well, you got to put it on, Nancy. You can't just keep it on the night table.
Oh, that's the problem. It's in the wrapper.
He had super sperm, and I got
He had super sperm.
What happened.
See, if she told me the condom broke, that's one thing. Now she's not saying that. She's saying he has super sperm. It went through the latex.
Right.
Your parents may buy that.
There's something wrong with the condom if it went through.
No, there wasn't anything wrong with the condom, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
I'll tell you why she was wanting to go out and get the morning after pill. All right?
Right.
And then she's wondering after the fact, well, there must have been something wrong with the condom.
Right.
All right?
No, I'm right.
Why would she know that there must have been something wrong with the condom? That's something you think about if you wind up pregnant. Like a month and a half later, you're saying to yourself, oh, I'm pregnant. How did that happen? There must have been something wrong with the condom. But a day after it happened, she was wondering if she should go out and get the morning after pill.
Right.
So don't give me this, there must have been something wrong with the condom. There's got to be something you know that happened, Nancy.
Well, because
was none.
when
And you're not
took out
telling
the
me-
condom afterwards, there wasn't as much as there usually was.
So you looked in the repository of the condom, and you went to measure the contents of the condom after the fact, and you were wondering where all of it was.
And where did you go to college again?
Xavier. It's less than a teaspoon, so I have a little question.
Jeez.
He's still not hitting us with the condom broke. We haven't heard that.
Right.
So I'm going to assume the condom didn't break.
Right.
And you know what? I'm also may have to assume here that there was no condom in play whatsoever.
Oh, I think so.
Can't break when it's in the wrapper.
Right. Well, my other question to her.
You better start giving us some straight answers. Maybe your parents didn't want to hear the conversation go this deep, but I do. I want to know what the hell happened. And you know, and you're not saying what happened. And I want to hear. Go back to that night where your child was conceived. You know where it all went askew.
Right down here.
Can I ask?
Now tell me what happened.
Can I ask a quick question?
Go ahead, Terry.
The other thing, too, Nancy, knowing that, you're in college, you don't want to, you're trying not to get pregnant. Okay, so you have him wearing a condom, supposedly. Why did you not take protection upon yourself?
Because the condom is all you need, Terry. If someone's wearing a condom, that's all you need. You don't need to wear double armor.
No, but the thing is that she could have been on a pill
You
or
don't
whatever.
have to overkill the situation.
Well, but obviously you had to.
No, as long as you're sure you have the condom on, which obviously I'm not convinced that's the case.
Right.
You're fine. Nancy knows there's something about this story that she hasn't told us yet. And I'm going to sit here and wait as long as I have to hear about it.
Okay, well, here's the deal. I ain't
Aha.
gonna lie. We were very, very drunk, so we might have had issues putting it on, but still, we did have it on.
Mm-hmm. On his nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Which wouldn't be a bad idea sometimes.
We made water balloons.
They were so drunk.
No, like, we were really, really, it was very, very drunk.
So you're telling me, you want to tell me, Nancy, that after 6 months of making him wait, after 6 months of going out and not having sex with this guy, the first time you have sex with him, you get all drunk like that?
No. We got pregnant like a year after.
All right, so it wasn't the first
6
night.
months of having sex, that's basically ended up
All right.
pregnant.
Fine on that.
It was one of those, oh, it won't matter this time.
Now, when you got pregnant, did you inform this guy that you were in fact pregnant and asked him what role he wants to take in the situation, or how did you handle that, or what was your interest?
No, I did tell him. I told him. I let him know what the situation was.
Did you tell him you'd rather him not be a part of your life, or how did you go about this?
No. We were pretty much, doing everything together as far as going to the doctors, going to the massage, doing everything. And then I find out, so I get a phone call from some female, like maybe 4 months into my pregnancy.
Yes.
5 months.
The call that every pregnant woman wants, you mean?
Oh, yeah.
She calls me and she says that she asked me if I knew him, and I was like, yes. Pretty
I
good.
think I know
Kinda
him,
well.
and so does this baby in my womb.
Right.
I was like, kind of well. And apparently she's like, well, I just want to let you know I know everything about you and that you're pregnant and that you guys are together and this and that, but I'm also having a baby.
Whoa, nice. Double whammy, double baby.
Double whammy, double baby.
This guy was having fun, Terry.
Yes, he was.
This guy was having a nice run of things.
Yeah, and so that was pretty much done for me. I guess throughout the whole thing, he keeps calling, trying to see if he can come back and da-da-da-da-da.
So you never talked to him? You never allowed him to have a conversation with you after that, or what?
We did.
And what did he explain to you?
I let him explain.
What did he explain? Well, that's an explanation we can't put on the air.
Right.
He didn't say much. He basically was talking about how, he messed up, but it was just, we were, I was going through so much emotional stuff at that moment, and realistically, I'm trying to finish college.
Hey, Terry, Nancy has been through enough and has given us enough details of her life over the past couple of years that I feel very comfortable in telling her that she's a winner for Summer Jam 2006. I certainly can see in my mind a place for Nancy at the Auburn Amphitheater, Terry, you know what I'm saying? I definitely see a need for Nancy. That's Summer Jam 2006, you know what I'm talking, Terry?
Yes.
Hey, thank you.
And we can't get her MySpace, can we, right?
Who you bringing with you? Who you bringing with you, Nancy?
I am bringing my sister. She is 21-year-old little sister that pretty much likes to kick it just as much as me.
Oh, yeah. Perfect. So you and your little sister.
With the new regulations, where does she go to school?
Would you like to give any information as to where we find your MySpace account there, Nancy? Because I know you have one. Come on.
You know what? I do have one because I recently got a desktop. Do I have to give my email address over the air?
Apparently, from what Kilbreth has informed us this morning, email addresses don't work as far as searching and hunting, searching for people on MySpace.
What year did you graduate from Xavier?
This is what we have to do now to get people's MySpace information, is find out where they and what they graduated from?
Yes.
And what year?
Apparently so.
It's absurd.
It's a lot of work.
Well, what year did you graduate?
Oh, jeez.
Could be
I
worth
graduated in 2005.
And that's listed prevalently on your MySpace page?
Who puts
That
that?
is.
I don't put that on MySpace. All right, you can't find
I'll go
anyone
through the
doing
150 people here.
So,
All right, hang on. We'll get your MySpace.
What's her name?
Nancy.
Nancy. Okay.
Nancy.
There's only one Nancy on MySpace.
Oh, there's a Davy boy.
Is one and a Navy boy? Okay, good.
Davy
boy. Go with the girl. Anyhow, Pasty.
Yes, sir.
Inform Nancy all the details of her fascinating win and congratulate her.
Absolutely.
For all of us.
Nancy, congratulations. Summer Jam, you were going to be there.
Okay.
Yeah, there it is. Nancy Drew looking for the Magnum. Jason, the missing
Gotta call the Hardy Boys.
Oh, it's hard.
The T-Man.
Looks like the red-hot romance between David Spade and Heather Locklear is more than skin deep.
Right.
After the pair finished lunch at a Beverly Hills hotel, Extra noticed a very interesting heart tattoo on Heather's right ankle with the name Finch inscribed above it. Finch was the name of David's character on his hit sitcom Just Shoot Me.
I wouldn't know.
Coincidence? We think not.
We think not.
No.
Very fascinating, don't you know?
Yeah.
Not quite as fascinating as the story you just told us during the break, Terry.
What? See, damn it.
But nonetheless.
Great story.
A great story.
Well, the only reason I...
All right.
Anyway.
I was just trying to make small talk with you. I don't know what you came up with that stuff.
But I was... Anyway.
What's it about?
Never mind. It's not that
We were talking diapering changes.
As far as bowel movements go, it's a good story.
It even got hot shot.
And Terry just perked up and told us a story we didn't need to hear at this time of the morning, Terry, especially since I'm working on the oatmeal over here, you know what I'm saying?
I understand.
All right.
And believe me, we get plenty of Terry kid stories.
It sounds like
Jesus.
It sounds like Stephen wants to hear it, Terry.
Well, it'd
so
be interesting. I mean, let the whole class in.
All right, well, make sure you've digested, and then why don't you give us...
show you some other stories that I have?
Sure, give us what's on your pile, but we will get to the story, Terry. It must be talked about, of course.
Sure.
But I'll at least allow you the possibility of having me forget all about it, and maybe we'll never bring it up, but that's highly unlikely.
The bowel movement tease.
Oh, geez.
We're holding on.
Don't tease Stephen with a good bowel movement story. He just will be tossing and turning all night if he doesn't hear
I know,
about it.
he likes the poop talk.
Okay, that's nice. I don't want to hear any more than that.
Yeah.
What else is going on, Terry?
Well, T, did you know that Asian hookers are half the price of an Australian hooker down under?
In Australia?
Yeah. Oh, what is you?
I think our buzzer's breaking.
Uh-oh.
Terry, it's time for a road trip, it sounds like.
Yeah, it does.
So you can get hookers of the Asian variety, half price, if you're in Australia.
Yes.
They don't appreciate Asian women in Australia? Is that the deal? They're so white and so blotchy that they don't realize the value of an Asian woman?
Apparently
Because they're double time here in America, Terry, I'll tell you that. They are time and a half.
Yeah.
In America, Asian hookers are the highest earners.
Oh, yeah.
And it will never change.
Who you taking, Mingling or Debbie?
I'm going Mingling for 2,000.
Mingling.
Oh, sorry, you gotta appreciate Mingling.
I guess so.
Mm-hmm. Close friend of Mugu Guy Pan?
Yes.
You're right. Wow, that's interesting. I'm fascinated by that. I didn't realize that all the world doesn't appreciate the Asian women like we do here in America.
Yeah.
Because in America, the white women are half price. The white hookers.
Yeah.
Right. They're less than that, aren't they?
The Debbies of the street walking world.
Whoa,
Debbie.
the Debbies.
Odd name.
You can get them at the discounted price.
Wow.
But you're going any woman of color, you're paying for it.
Yeah.
What if you order a Mingling and a white girl shows up? Oh, confused by the name.
Stephen, why do we get the strong feeling you've never had that problem?
I've never had that problem.
Okay,
no.
so don't worry about the rest of us, all right?
Well, I mean, why wouldn't white women change their names
We're able to
advertising?
For that reason.
Well, I mean, if you're already paid, right?
That's false advertising.
Now the old bait and switch.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, what are you saying now?
Nothing.
You were saying something, I just...
I was talking about Mingling.
What about her?
And if she was a white girl, what would you do then?
I don't know, you tell me.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you would do, but it would be definitely if, a white girl was out there and wanted people to know what was going on. Since the Asian women obviously can garner some more money out of the boys out there who are paying for their sex. That would be a smart thing to do. So, Debbie, change your name, and maybe you can make a little cash out there. How about that? There you go. That's all I have to say about it. T-Man, what do you think? Well, hello out there. I bet you're all glad I'm back again for another day of fine entertainment. Since I was gone on Friday, I'm sure you all missed me. So you can text pages with all of your praises for me, welcoming me back to the big program. 97373, I think it is. Don't you know? Or feel free to call in. 1-866-663-T-Man. We'll take care of you. Any way we can. That's what we do here. We take care of people. Should be our slogan. Wow. Because we are all one big happy family. We're glad that you're joining us for this fine morning of programming as everybody's making their way around, getting their way to work this morning. One big happy family on the stuck freeways. Got a little sister sledge for you. Or not. Oh, or yes, we do. Sounds like we do. It's going to be a pretty nice day, but not as nice as the rest of the week. Mostly cloudy early, then some clearing, highs in the lower to mid-70s on your gorgeous Cube 93 sunny Monday. But later this week, temperature is going to be into the lower 80s and by 90 for the weekend. Can you believe that? That's only going to mean good things for Summer Jam, hopefully the next weekend. Sister Sledge. It's Cube 93. Old school. Really old school. The oldest of schools. Arriba. Got all my sisters with me. All of my sisters, why not call in now and join in as we have some fun here with the T-Man. Anybody calling in? Probably not. Probably all left. Oh, long intro here. We can go all day with this intro for your Sister Sledge fun. Sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. Everyone can see we're together. Fly, and we fly just like birds of a feather. I won't tell no one. All of the people around us, they say, can they be that close? No. Just let me stay for the record. We are family. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. Everybody join in now. Come on. Family. I got all my sisters with me. Woo-hoo. We are family. Oh, oh, oh. Get up, everybody, and sing. Living life is fun, and we've just begun to get our share of the world's delight. The hopes we had for the future and our goals inside. We don't get depressed. Here's what we call our golden rule. Have faith in you and the things you do.
What in the hell is going on?
This is our family jewel. Come on, sing along with me. Family.
That's all right.
I got all my sisters with me. Have some fun. It'll be easy for you. We are family. It'll make you feel good. Everybody sing or do something.
It won't make you feel good. Trust me on that.
No.
Okay.
I couldn't let that go on too long.
No, not at all. Heaven forbid.
I'll be wrong to the listeners.
Jeez.
Why do you sing 9 octaves higher than you normally talk?
Not sure about that. I was thinking about that.
Normally it's women's songs that he sings. So
right.
Kind of has to, I think.
Well,
We are family.
but then all of a
doesn't really
sudden,
work.
when the listener gets on the
Right.
line, he wants to go back to his normal voice.
Yeah.
It's
Why wouldn't I
like
talk to people like I normally talk to them?
Scared
then?
them back to manhood.
Manhood. With mayonnaise.
I'm trying to imitate the sledge.
Because you don't have a high voice.
Hey, you know what? American Idol tryouts are on September 19th, Stephen.
John informing you
I can't wait.
that you
At the Key Arena.
have some serious
And if I
potential.
had a
Stephen.
voice, I'd probably say more, bitch.
Hey, bitch, thanks for the info, though.
Wow.
I'll be there. I'll line up. You want to come with me?
Call John a bitch. He'll kick your ass.
Yeah, I can't
Him
wait.
and his spina bifida.
John's willing to pay trouble time for his Asian hookers, Terry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet he is.
Mm-hmm.
Male variety?
Oh, jeez.
Asian guys don't cost as much.
Oh, goodness.
I want to tell you a story now, Terry.
Yeah, let's hear the poop story.
Oh, jeez.
Is it about poop?
It's poop related, yes.
About one of her kids?
Terry found out the hard way that one of her kids was eating non-food-like items.
Yes.
Oh.
Isn't that pretty much the deal, Terry?
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
Now, what was this that your 1-year-old was eating, or two? Is that are they
Almost
two yet?
two.
Wow.
next month.
Wow.
2.
Wow, they're going to be 2?
Yeah, they are. 2.
And this is the girl
The
in the
female.
fraternal twin
Yes,
duo there.
situation. Yes.
Poo and poo.
And in
I
the-
went to change a diaper, okay, and I noticed the 2
You
little...
didn't have your people doing it?
Yeah.
All right, Steve, we heard enough of you.
God,
Okay,
Steven,
till last
stop
week.
it.
Yes, go ahead.
Anyway, so I noticed these 2 little red
Beads.
looking things, and I was thinking, okay, we haven't had cranberries or anything.
Those are supposed to be in my night table.
Anyway.
Yeah, were they on a string or were they separate?
No, they were separate.
Okay.
And so, of course, I do some just messing around, not
Right.
like, you know,
Oh,
not with actual fingers.
Because you always examine your 2-year-old's
Right,
poos.
well, you have to make sure everything's
Of course.
coming out okay.
You must scour through every poo. Every parent knows that.
Don't want to see any dimes, nickels, or pennies.
That's
or anything
nice.
like that.
I said no loose change in the
Right.
poo. That's Terry's
Well, and I
policy.
know
the money.
That's Terry's policy. She found nothing behind the couch, so she's looking in the poo now.
Right.
Hey, Darius,
I'm
you
desperate
crapped out your allowance.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm desperate for change now.
Okay, so
anyway, so I noticed that they were hard, not mushy.
got it.
And I was like, oh my
You noticed
goodness.
something out of the ordinary
Yes,
in your 2-year-old's
and
poo.
it ended up being actual, you know, the little beads that they string along on and make little
Well, we
things
know how
out
you
of.
do, so Terry.
And her oldest sister was
Put
the
one more in,
culprit.
JD.
Whoa, stop it. And oh my God.
I'm almost there.
Yes.
Anyway.
Pull it out quick.
Gosh.
Yes,
I
go
think
ahead.
they're smaller than those, though, right?
Yeah,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I hate it when he
Steven
makes
knows how big the beads are in the anal variety.
Oh, yeah, he knows.
Well, I don't think that this kid can eat an anal bead.
Oh.
No.
Steven, how do you know how big anal beads are? I'm just curious.
Well, they're bigger than the things that she's describing, I would assume.
Well, you're not assuming. It sounds like you know.
Yeah, you're an expert.
Expert.
He likes them around jawbreaker size.
Okay. But he makes sure to wash them off after Campbell uses them. But anyway.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so I noted, and so I had to, that's it. That's the story.
Wow.
She had actually picked up stuff from her sister's room. And
Well, that's scary. She could have
It
choked
is.
on those, Terry.
I know. And so, of course, I had to get on the oldest daughter and say, I've always told you guys.
You're
close the
letting your
door.
daughter sit in the corner and eat beads?
Well, no.
Girl's
no.
obviously starving. Give her a
Oh,
meal.
jeez.
A
believe me.
C, a P, a S.
She does.
Who was watching her at the time? Your
Well,
daughter?
I mean, we're all
Who
home.
was watching her
Well,
when she was,
that's the thing.
when she was chowing down and helping a bead?
Anal beads. Jeez, one for everybody.
She's like, oh, this poo feels great.
Stop
Let
it.
me make it go back up.
Oh, nice.
You didn't get that sense when she was
No.
going poo?
No.
All right.
But, so. I
It probably hurt. More
Well,
than
Well, they
imagine,
weren't really, really huge. They were small.
Jawbreaker size.
No.
No,
not
Bigger than a
really.
jawbreaker?
small, way
Oh,
smaller.
well,
They were
I'm talking
really
about
teeny.
the box of jawbreakers I like to buy when I
Yes,
go. Of
yes.
course, you know what I like to buy.
No, I do. I've
When I
seen
go
them
to like a
on
7-Eleven, I buy the box of jawbreakers. They're
Right.
little jawbreakers.
Right.
Little jawbreakers. So are they that size or what?
They're small. It was smaller than that.
Smaller than that?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not feeling anything. Come on.
It's like when they're stringing the little friendship
Yes.
beads.
They're
How
little
how
friendship
big are you
beads.
talking about?
They
Like
were like just
little BBs?
like little BB
The size of a
yeah.
BB.
Well, a little bit bigger than that, but
Bigger than a BB, but smaller than a box of jawbreakers.
Yes.
The box of jawbreakers are like
no, I know
this big, Terry.
I know. It
and
was
then a
half
BB.
the size of that.
Well, that's
Not
a
that-
BB.
No, well, yeah, but you know,
In
beads.
between.
All right, in between a BB and a
And
small
a
small
small
jawbreaker.
jawbreaker.
I'm glad we
Yeah,
can get this
'cause-
very clear.
And it has a hole in the middle.
Right.
Oh, I see.
Maybe like a pea.
Yeah,
Size of a pea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Speaking of
A
which,
larger pea.
okay, you know what? Maybe we should just give up on this. I think we all get the point.
Well, yeah. So I was
The point
upset
is-
that she was able to find that on the ground. Obviously not
The point is, next time your 2-year-old throws on her bib and starts chowing down, you better look at what she's eating.
right.
Man.
Or like vacuum up your room, sissy.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you get everything.
Wow.
That's what it's all about.
Scary.
It is.
Still could have choked on it.
I know.
So it's your daughter's fault.
Well, she's in charge of cleaning her room. That's her.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So, last we heard, these daughters of yours, the older daughters, are grounded. Is that still the case or no?
Yeah, they were in, today's the day.
They saw no daylight over the weekend.
Right.
But today's the day they get released from bondage.
I believe so.
Today is the exodus from the Terry Free Rule.
Yes.
Hands them back a Ziploc envelope with their belongings in it that you came in with. There you go.
Here's your beads.
45
They get a new suit.
Yeah, they'll probably be let out today.
Meet with their parole officer.
Yes.
Every hour or so.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's very nice of you. Very lenient of you to let them out after a full week of grounding.
Just because of an accident?
Just because of an accident? What are you
No,
talking
they're
about?
not being grounded for that. Stephen, you weren't here for
Yeah,
it.
he wasn't
No.
here.
Shuddy.
Okay.
Yeah, shutty, Stephen. Please. You weren't here Friday. You missed out
You went on
on a Best of T-Man show, by the way.
Yes.
Well, they always are when I'm gone.
It's the best when we can't do better.
Today's show, a disaster with Kilbreth back.
Exactly.
Just for the record. Just let me stay for the record.
I've noticed I'm not on ever best ofs. Do you edit me out?
The best ofs are the ones that you're in the San Juans for, Stephen.
Right? No, I get it.
We're going to take these CDs, frisbee them out our car window on the way home.
The T-Man.
Terry, a couple of text pages, then we'll bring in the woman that's been waiting outside for who knows how long. I almost forgot all about her, Terry.
She's been out there a while.
It's like 7 a.m. She wants to win a spot amongst the briefcase models on stage at Summer Jam. I almost forgot she was there. Someone just didn't remind me a minute ago. I would have ended this program in about an hour. Yeah, right. And would have forgotten all about it.
Yeah.
Text pages roll in. I never forget about these. Text pages roll in all morning long. You can get any kind of message you want as the show is ongoing at 97373, don't you know? That's 97373. Never forget about these, Terry.
No.
They're very important to me.
Yes.
I find them very entertaining. This is for my entertainment. The rest of the show, supposedly, is for your entertainment. This is for mine. 8:47 and 58 seconds. Terry, you stupid butt. Yeah, see, how could I get more entertaining than this?
Already, I'm
If my 19-year-old wants if a 19-year-old wants my donger and I'm 47, I'm plowing away.
Okay.
It's their choice.
8:47 and 9 seconds. I called my pimp and said, send Ming Ling over, and a panda showed up.
That's Ling Ling, actually. The panda.
Okay. I don't even know what either of you are talking about, but that's fine.
Ling Ling, yeah.
Who's Ling Ling?
It's a panda.
I got that. What panda and where?
Famous one in China.
Oh, it is?
Trying to
Okay.
breed, yeah.
All right. 8:46 and 3 seconds. Stephen cracks me up. I spit my pop out listening to him sing.
Wow, pop this early. Great.
Through the nose?
Didn't say through the nose, Terry. I know that's the way you like to spit.
Well,
but
sometimes, you know, I'll just...
8:43 and 14 seconds. Why do T-Man and Hot Shizzle shave their nuts? Oh, jeez. When you can get them waxed by a hot chick. 8:41 and 52
you can also
seconds.
get them lasered.
Stephen, that was great.
Lasered? That sounds
That
safe.
hair removal?
Laser your balls?
Right.
No, you know what? I'll take a pass.
That would not feel good.
8:41. Thanks
But
for the
it's
commentary,
permanent.
Stephen. 8:40. No, it's not.
Yes, it is. I got my
So
bikini
it's not having
wax
kids, by the
lasered.
way.
Right.
Lasering your balls. That sounds good.
Got any working sperm laser, too, by accident.
You
8:41.
lasered the whole thing so there'd never be anything there anymore?
Yeah.
Laser
Wow.
the peel shot. 8:41, 52 seconds. Stephen, that was great radio today, buddy. T-Man, don't ever let him do that again. 8:41 and 10 seconds. Brady writes. Brady writes.
What is Brady write?
Stephen, you're a stud. It's hilarious when you guys are all quiet and he has to pass the time. Is that what happens? Oh, 8:40 and 36 seconds. Damn it, T-Man. Quit letting Stephen ruin the program like that. It seems like they're divided.
I know it does.
As far as me turning off the mics and let Stephen have a go at it.
At least you realize it's not me doing it on my own.
I think people know that it's only times when you seem to talk yourself down an alley that I turn the mics off and let you just have your moments.
Well, you know.
Yeah, and luckily for us,
Happens a lot.
Doesn't happen that often.
Better not to talk.
That's what we
Stephen
did
is a
right.
retard. Kristen, this is double gay.
Double gay.
Double gay.
Bonus gayness.
All the gay.
Bonus gayness.
All the gay you can handle. Super gay.
This episode of Dead Air featuring Stephen Kilbreth has been brought to you by the campaign of Find a New Host for Deal or No Deal.
Oh, wow.
Is that Eric Powers?
8:37 and 53 seconds. Stephen sounds like the uncomfortable dad from American Pie.
No, it's a compliment.
He had to be compared to a guy who's about 63 years old.
Eugene Levy? Younger than 63.
All right. Barely.
Barely. Uh-oh, here we go. Look at me.
Oh, not for this.
Lightsabers.
Stephen, why don't you just die? Oh, geez, that's
Nice.
T-Man, you need a female Asian, me so horny contest. I'm dirty and I'm nasty. Have me come down.
Wow, there you
Well,
go.
be obsessed.
All right.
8:37 and 7 seconds. I got a thought for a second that Stephen may not be coming back. What a damn shame. Terry, you're stupid Ben. Terry's the raw dog queen.
Pretty much.
Raw dog queen. Like the emerald raw dog queen.
That's so raw.
By your wife. Where's the after party for Summer Jam? Writes Nicole.
Oh, I'm sure there will be plenty.
Yes.
Just down the street.
It's a happen to have a couple of hotel rooms reserved.
Right. Well, yeah.
For people like you, Nicole, who need to know where the party's at. Right.
Terry loves to party.
Oh, yeah. I am party
Thanks to go getting who's outside? What's her name? What's the story?
Heidi or something?
Heidi?
Heidi is her name.
And Heidi wants to come in and try to be a briefcase model. Is that right?
She does, yeah.
Give me some tickets or I'll kick everyone at Cube 93's ass.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of people.
Yes. I'll let you hit me with paintball gun. Yeah, it's really not some interest of ours. Thanks anyway. People have all kinds of thoughts, Terry, but they all want to go to Summer Jam. Did I erase? Oh, no, here it is. Let us bring it, Heidi. Where's Heidi? There she comes. Oh, my gosh, she's tall. Whoa. You're the tallest person we've ever had in this show, man or a woman. Man or a woman. That may be the tallest person we've ever had in this studio, Terry.
I'm not tall.
You're what?
Man.
Take my heels off.
Well, why would you wear heels when you're that tall?
Yeah, she is tall.
That's absurd. Why would you wear heels when you're as tall as you are? What woman wants to be taller than 6'3"?
Well, I was trying to dress up nice. What else am I supposed to do?
What's your story? How tall are you?
5'10".
That's it? No way.
Yeah, but she is wearing heels.
I understand, Terry, but their heels aren't 9 inches tall, are they? She looks like she's like 6'7" here.
Lots of leg.
Heidi, first of all, before we even go through the motions here, Pasty.
Yes, sir.
You were supposed to, over the weekend, find me a hard count as far as how many briefcase models we have. Do you have the actual number?
I do have a number.
Is it the actual number?
It is a number.
Are you confident in this number?
I'm slightly confident in this number, but we didn't have a chance over the weekend to get together and talk about a couple people, so I still have a couple question marks.
You guys get together on occasion.
What is the number that you're going with as far as how many briefcase models we have? Now, the need on stage is for 20 briefcase models, although the thought has been given to me that in order to form the perfect pyramid, with Constance Yerbitzer being the #1 briefcase in your perfect pyramid, we need 21 girls, Terry.
Right.
How many do we have, Pasty?
Looks like right about now we're at about 16.
That's it?
Total, yeah.
Well, then we got work to do.
We have a little bit of work.
I didn't know we were that light. I thought we were at 19.
No, we have less. We have
All right,
less
Heidi,
than that.
No, not really. Heidi, you're very tall. You're blonde. You're small-breasted.
I am.
Yes. What can we do about this before 10 o'clock?
You know, I have no idea.
Make them grow.
Yeah, make them grow. Try my best.
Get bigger.
What can you tell me about yourself that will excite us?
I'm 19 years old.
Good start.
I
Ding, ding, ding. That's all it takes, really.
I have an ass. I don't have
Oh,
boobs,
jeez.
but I have an ass.
All right, easy. Take it easy. No one accused you of being assless. But since you brought it up,
You accuse me of being...
well, you're thinking that we've made the assumption that because you're small-breasted that we'd assume you're small-assed, but you are quick to get that notion out of our heads. And,
Yes, I am.
All right. I understand that you're all hyped up on your ample ass. And you're obviously interested in showing us all now. Not so fast. We'll get to that. Do you have a boyfriend?
No, I'm very single.
You're very single. Can you lean into the microphone so we can actually hear you?
I'm very
What do you plan to do this summer in your single state?
Definitely lots of partying.
Yes.
Yep. Being...
And what did you do this weekend to
Living
ensure that the party has begun?
I did just that. Friday, Saturday night.
Where'd you go? What'd you do?
I'm from Whidbey Island, so
Mm.
made the most of it there.
Okay, and what did that entail? What'd you do? Where'd you go? Where'd you wind up?
House parties.
What'd you wind up with? House parties.
Yeah.
All right, any names you want to mention? Thank them for a wonderful house party or no?
No.
I think you sat home and did nothing.
Yeah.
You can't even give me a name of whose house party you went to, Heidi. Are you just one of those trying to impress people with how popular and how much fun you have when really you're sitting home
I
with
don't
a
remember.
big tub of bonbons?
I had such a good time. I don't remember.
Such a good time. You can't remember whose house you went to.
Wow.
Well, you were sober at one point, I imagine, on that day. So you must have known whose house you were going to. Right or wrong?
I don't know whose house it was.
So it was someone you don't
One
know.
of my friend's birthday parties was being
Well, who was the
there.
friend who led you in that direction?
My friend Jody.
Jody. Okay, just give me a name. That's so different. Now we got
There you
Jody.
go.
And how
Yeah.
close are you with
What's
Jody?
her birthday? Fairly close.
Fairly close. Close enough to kiss or no? All 19-year-olds.
If she really wanted to.
All 19-year-olds are kissing all other 19-year-old girls, let's
Yeah.
be honest. That's the way
very
of the
true.
world. That's how the female species has evolved, Terry.
Yeah, I know.
The new generation of 19, 20-year-olds are all kissing each
Gosh.
other everywhere in public.
Yeah.
They started early in the high school hallways.
Becoming the new high five.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Ooh, high five. I mean, kiss.
The high five female variety involves a lot of gyrating tongues.
Wow.
And you have the tongue for that little roll, or do you not, Heidi? Oh, she's already stuck it out, and she's got a tongue ring, Terry.
She
Isn't that
does,
exciting? And that's
yeah.
what you want in a briefcase model. You want her tongue pierced because it works well in front of 20,000 people. Now, Heidi, why would you make it a terrific briefcase model? Why would the pyramid not be sufficient without you being a part of it? You have no answer!
I would show off. I would make that briefcase look 10 times better.
It's in the briefcase's best interest for you to be holding it.
Yes,
So,
it is.
yes. The briefcase will be shortchanged if it's
Yes.
not in the arms
It
of you.
really would.
Right.
It's true.
Where did you go to high school and what year did you graduate?
Oh, Stephen, you're sick.
I'm glad I did.
Stephen, by the way, we have been told by those who are familiar with the inner workings of MySpace that is just a temporary problem.
Oh, good.
That in the next hour or so, MySpace will again make it so that you can search for people by name and email, so don't get all worked up this morning, all right? Don't mind Stephen, Heidi. He's just very disturbed this morning that that MySpace has no link this morning as we speak right now to search for someone by name or email.
How disappointing.
Yes. Of course you have a MySpace being a 19-year-old with a tongue ring, right?
I do.
Yes. And on your MySpace, you inform people what about yourself? What are the inner secrets that you share on MySpace that you may not have shared so far with us? Is there any little tidbits or?
Not really. Mine's very basic. Honestly, I had to take down some information because I had a couple people stalk me out there.
That's right, of course.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, me
It's
too.
bad.
It happens all the time to me. So now that you're 5'10" and still growing,
No.
I think you're about 6'1", but you don't like to say that. But anyhow,
I think you just might be intimidated by my height.
I am very intimidated. I'm wondering, though, how many other guys are intimidated by your height, and do you have any kind of restrictions on what size guy you'll go out with being so tall and lean like you are, with your blonde hair and your blue eyes and your little nose? Yes, Terry.
Well, I was going to say, isn't this the height that Matthew Schweiger would like to date?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should hook them up.
I've asked you a question. I'm waiting for an answer. Is there restrictions on what size guy you'll go out
I
with?
would prefer a guy at least 6 foot, but unfortunately, I have dated someone who is 5'4".
Now, Hotshot Scott is 5'10". I want you to stand next to him and show me that you are no taller than him.
Okay.
Can you do this
leave
time?
my shoes on or take them off?
Well, first leave them on, and then if we... Let's see how much taller you are with your shoes on. You're towering over him with your shoes on.
Not that bad.
Towering!
Wow. Cute little pink shoes, though.
Are you 5'10"?
I like to say 5'10" and 3/4.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also 32 and a half years old.
And if your shoes are off... She just looks taller than maybe she
does.
ordinarily would as 5'10"
Well,
would show because she's so lean, Terry.
Yeah, exactly. That's why.
More than a
And she's got, if she had bigger boobs, if you had bigger boobs, you wouldn't look as tall. That may be another inspiration for you to go out there and get boobs. All right, now I'm seeing 5'10". Now I'm seeing it. Now, why haven't you not, at 19, you're about 3 years overdue for going out and getting boobs? What's the delay? What's the problem? Don't worry about your shoes.
I couldn't do that to myself. I'm
You should have gotten them at 14. What's the delay? Why have you not gotten the boobs that obviously your body is calling out for bigger boobs? Do you feel it or not? Your body is screaming at the top
I'm
of its
happy
lungs.
with myself.
That makes
how
one of
I
us.
am. I don't want to.
Your body is screaming at the top of its lungs for bigger boobs. Now, is it a monetary issue? Do you have money situational problems that may lead you to not be able to get the breast augmentation that your body is calling out at the top of its lungs for, or no?
I've never wanted to. The thought has never.
So if I
crossed my mind as
plopped,
wanting to.
$6,000, the average, or what's the average going rate these days?
Whatever.
On
A free pair of boobs.
5,500.
if I plopped plastic surgeon and nice full D's on the table here, you wouldn't lie down and get them.
No.
I love my body. Oh, it's free. Yes, I'm in for sure. When? Sign up.
I love my body, but I pierce myself all over the place.
That's not what she's saying. And she doesn't pierce herself all over the place. She's got she does have a couple of
More
piercings
than
there.
6 piercings is kind of a lot.
I just saw a few extra ones there. Yeah, I'm now looking. One would say that you degrade your body to some degree by piercing it all over the place. Why do you have a problem with having a nice size bosom, and yet you'll pluck holes in yourself wherever you feel the need?
Because that's something permanent.
What?
And that's something more permanent. I'm not gonna.
So this is.
Just have someone cut into my.
Well, you can always get your boobs removed, just like you can get your little tongue ring removed.
Yeah.
Maybe it doesn't go in and out on a daily basis, like you take your tongue out at night, your tongue ring, or no? Put it on the night table in a cup, or no?
Your whole tongue?
No.
You don't. Okay. How long has that been in there?
A couple years. 2 or 3.
Now, why don't you have a boyfriend? Are you too tall?
No. I just love being single. Love
do?
being single. Been single for about 2 years. Just got out of a.
Do you like messing around with guys and then not having any kind of ties to them, or what? You like to play around?
I really like to keep my options open.
Did you play around a little on Friday, Saturday night? Did you mess around with any guy, or no?
No.
You didn't kiss anybody?
Yeah.
Didn't share the
kissed.
brass that is the tongue ring, or no?
I kissed a few people.
You
yes.
did?
Yes, I did.
Just a little naughty, do you think, or no?
No, I'm a very good girl. I'm a very
Wow. Yet you were kissing random people over the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It only went that far, though.
Tell us more.
That, unfortunately, that's about all there is to it.
You're right. Anyhow, you want to be a briefcase model on stage at Summer Jam, and my vote is no, Terry. Unless you have a countering opinion, we are done with our interview with Heidi.
Okay. What would she be in if she had the bigger boobs? For sure.
If she had
or no?
bigger boobs, she'd be unstoppable.
Yeah, unstoppable.
So that's the only keep
You
her
got
back.
a really big forehead, Heidi. You explain that.
That's the first I've heard that.
Does that go along with being 5'10" or 5'11" or what?
She got a really big everything. Yeah, that's true.
I think it's actually, believe it or not, even considering she's 5'10", a little bit out of proportion with the rest of her body features, especially the facial ones. Why is your forehead so large?
I couldn't tell you. It's not like something I do on purpose.
She was in the womb and requested by the man upstairs.
Yeah.
Sarah, she's very pretty. Do you see her as needing a spot on stage at Summer Jam?
She would work, yeah. I think that she would be fine.
She would hold her own, is what you say.
She would hold her own, yeah.
Steven, your thoughts?
Well, I mean, she seems quite lovely.
You're looking around for Steven. Are you having a problem finding him?
Hello, Heidi.
He's the one in the studio with his mouth moving. You can't find him?
Hello, Heidi.
What's the problem?
She thinks I'm a ventriloquist.
Do you live in Oak Harbor?
Is there any way to restyle your hair?
We found you.
Great. Oh, gosh.
You live in Oak Harbor?
Oh, no. I do.
Yeah, he found you on MySpace. Leave it to Steven. All he needs is a couple of minutes, and he'll be hunting you down.
Great.
He's already sent you about 6 emails. Is there any way
she's pretty good looking.
to restyle your hair so that it wouldn't be so forehead unfriendly?
I'm sure you could easily.
Hotshot, go over to her hair and restyle it for me so that it would not be so forehead unfriendly,
You would
please.
just tease it a little bit.
Jose Ebert now?
Do you mind if Hot Shizzle goes over to your scalp and restyles your hair so that...
That hair.
Yeah, that hair. So that it does not show off that much forehead. I mean, I don't need that much real estate in my life, even as far as investing. And you have a lot of forehead going on there. Do you
That's
feel...
a widow's peak. The little widow's peak, I think, is causing trouble.
Well, hey, Mr. Ebert, do whatever you feel the need to do.
Come on.
All right.
Come on.
Jose.
Now, I asked you, is this okay that he messes with your hair to try to restyle it to maybe hide a little forehead or no?
See, what I would do is I would give her bangs. I would have to cut some. I'd give her the bangs.
Oh, you'd give her the bag.
Yeah, that's what we have.
All right, well, we don't have time or any...
Oh, it's like salad. It's so nice.
Well, he's
See, I would do this, and then I would give her the bangs.
Wow, that look hot. See, that looks good already.
See?
Yeah. Well, it's in front of your face, but I know what your face looks like. Don't read into that as me wanting to hide your face. Your face is nice.
She looks like she's looking for her keys on the way out.
Mm-hmm. You need...
Shame on you.
Put my sweatshirt on. Everything's perfect.
Oh, wow.
You need to do something about hiding a little of that forehead. That's just my opinion on that, okay?
I can do that.
Okay. All right. But you do look nice. There's no denying that you are a very pretty girl. And Steven's looking at your MySpace right now to confirm that. So, Steven, based on what you're seeing, is she in? Do you want her on stage as a brief? You're a yes.
I would say yes.
Steven's a yes. Terry sounds like a maybe.
Yeah,
I'm a no.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't want, the sun's going to be out. I don't want all the reflection off her forehead blinding the audience.
Oh, boy.
I know she kisses girls, but did she say she was bisexual?
Oh, no, she didn't.
Oh, you put on your MySpace, according to what Steven's reading, that you're bisexual. Is that...
I knew that was going to come out.
Wow. Oh,
wow.
All right, we're talking about bisexuality right now. Don't look down there. Anyhow. Are you... I asked you just a few minutes ago if you like going out and kissing girls, and you downplayed it. And you talked about what a good girl you are, and now you have on your MySpace that you're bisexual. I don't know if a bisexual 19-year-old could be considered a good girl. All right? I mean, we've moved along a lot in our society, but I don't think we're at the place yet that allows a 19-year-old girl who's outwardly admitting that she's bisexual to be also considered a good girl. Because if you're dabbling in other women, I mean, you lose the ability to profess yourself as a good girl. Fair or not fair? You can't be lying all over other girls and call yourself a good girl.
Typically, yes, that would be how it is.
And you know you're doing more than kissing other girls, right? If you're calling yourself a bisexual, right or wrong.
Okay.
Okay.
Correct.
So then you lose the ability to call yourself a good girl. Not that you're a bad girl. I like the girl you are.
Okay.
But don't be sitting there calling yourself a good girl and then talking about how you're laying all over girls and doing this and fisting. You know, you can't be doing that.
Whoa.
All right?
Well, why? How would that not make me a good girl? Just because I'm interested in them as well as
You're more than interested.
men, then...
Oh, you're
What's
more
wrong
interested
with
in
that?
women than men?
No, I said just because I'm interested in them as well as men. I don't see why that would make me...
I'm not saying it makes you a bad girl. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
I'm just saying you can't call yourself a good girl because the quote-unquote good girl that you profess yourself as and you're trying to hang on to here means that you are very wholesome and not allowing anyone access to your body really in the long and short way, and that's not the case.
How do you feel about short?
True or not true?
How do I feel about what?
Never mind.
I didn't hear.
You're getting caught in the crossfire here. Don't mind the outer distractions. Just deal with my questions.
Okay, I'll try my best.
Okay, I have no more questions. Anyhow.
But you can't be really a good girl, is the point.
Yeah, and she does that. But she still wants to fight. Anyhow, what do we do with Nancy here?
Put her in the maybe column?
What's her name?
Heidi.
Heidi.
Not Nancy. Thanks,
Nancy's
though.
the one that
Yeah,
we
that's right. Confused.
talked to earlier.
What do we do with Heidi?
Well, you have that little maybe column.
You give me a final word on why you put your best foot forward. What size shoe do you wear?
9.
9. Tell me why you need to be on stage as a briefcase model for Summer Jam. 50 words or less.
15 words or less.
50.
I would look good up there as a briefcase model. I would rock it.
You would rock it.
Yes, I would rock it.
Okay, keep going.
I would not disappoint you. That's for sure. I can promise that.
What does that mean? I'm looking right at you. How would you all of a sudden guarantee you're alluding to something that I'm not picking up on? What does that mean you wouldn't disappoint us?
Because you're making me nervous over here.
Whoa!
I think the makeup and
You're
the
very-
wardrobe are a little conservative. I'm a little nervous about that.
So is that what you mean you wouldn't disappoint us? You'd be like wearing your slut gear and your full
If
war
that's what you
paint?
want me to do.
I don't necessarily want that.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Well, it's up to you. Whatever you would want me to go for, I would definitely do that.
You're
to the
very
fullest.
flexible is what you're
Would be-
saying. Well, I'm going to put her in the maybe column because there seems to be a lot of confusion on her and time is short and so am I.
Yeah, there is a lot.
And I got to go to the bathroom. So, it was lovely meeting you, Heidi. We will have to let you know,
Okay.
as we say in the trade.
Right.
All right? You sound disappointed.
I am a little.
You wanted a guaranteed yes. You think you're a guaranteed yes girl.
I don't really know what you're going for, but I was hoping coming here.
You thought you were a slam dunk when you came down here, and now you're confused.
Ooh, I don't know about a slam dunk, but
Stephen, any other tidbits you should share with us?
What's this little Miss Nettie? Is that the one you're kind of buying around with?
Oh, jeez.
Buying around with?
This little Miss Nettie Stephen stumbled onto.
Oh, great.
Have you messed around with her a couple of dozen times or what?
No.
Of course you have. Anyhow, who hasn't? Thanks for being here, Heidi. We'll let you know.
Nighty.
All right?
All right.
Okay.
The T-Man.
Audrey, the chat line, a girl. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Are you still in our area?
Yes, I am still in the area.
Or have you started another world tour?
Done with the world tour. She told you that.
Mm-hmm. You're back in the homeland with your mom and your kids and some bit of stability, or is that just too much to ask?
Yes, everything's stable.
Wow.
Yay!
Are you happy, or am I just going too far now?
I'm very happy. And you know what I saw
Really?
last week? Yeah, I saw The Bachelor last week.
You saw The Bachelor? I saw The Bachelor, too, in
I've seen The Bachelor.
in the QFC there, Terry.
Did ya? He's
Yeah.
getting married.
The Bachelor was with his fiancée.
Wow.
He introduces his fiancée. This is the T-Man.
Wow.
It's a very nice moment.
Fiance, Dave Bachelor.
So you know The Bachelor, and you met The Bachelor, and
I met him at your studio. When
you did?
Yeah.
I don't remember that, but if you say
Yeah,
so.
I met him at your guys' studio when I first met H's.
Mm.
Yeah, we were karaoke on Tuesday last week.
Yeah.
Whoa,
And,
you and the Bachelor were?
We were karaoke. Yeah, he was singing and
Well, they were the headliners, Terry.
Wow.
And you brought the house down there. Is that safe to say, or what?
What was that?
What did you sing on stage in this karaoke
New York,
moment?
New York by Frank Sinatra.
Oh.
And I forget what the Bachelor sang, but he did sing. He sang like 3 songs.
All right, give me a couple of bars of what we missed out on. Go ahead.
Oh, no, it's okay.
Come on, I know you sing. I know I've heard you, and I know you do it well. So come on, what's holding you up?
Wait, you want me to
Couple
do Ariel
of
from The
bars.
Little Mermaid? I don't want to do New York, New York.
Please, I feel like I'm at too much of a loss here. Give me a couple of bars of what I missed out on karaoke night when you were there with the Bachelor singing. Come on, let me feel like I was at least there for a couple of seconds. What do you got?
What do I got? Okay, I'll try.
Yes, please.
You're going to make me do New York, New York for real?
Please, yes, for real.
Clean and sober one.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, jeez, clear my throat. That's right. Even though I'm not singing, I want to clear my throat, too. Is that okay? Okay, go ahead.
Here we go. Just a little bit. Hot bread in the news.
Oh, you know I will.
I'm leaving today.
No, not again.
I wanna be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes.
What are they doing there, Audrey?
Oh, yes, are longing to stray.
What do you want to be a part of?
There, that's enough, Steven.
Oh, it's nice!
Good job.
Yeah! Wings for everybody, Terry. That's beautiful.
She could be my duet on Islands on the Stream. We always do that at karaoke.
Where might we find you karaokeing this week, Audrey? The chat line. Or,
Oh, goodness.
where are we going to see you in action?
I'm
Why does it say New York, New York? But it's not.
It is.
That's not New York, New York. That's it could happen to you.
It's a
Young,
live
that's
version.
young at heart. That's young at heart. Quiz me on Sinatra, man. I'm from New York. I know. He had it up there as New York, New York, but this is not New York, New York.
All right.
Start spreading the cream cheese.
Fairy tale.
Oh, can't come true, yeah. What is he doing?
What are you doing?
To you,
Get it together.
if you're young at heart.
Now he says yeah.
Be young at heart.
Hit the same.
Thank you, Audrey.
For it's hard, you will find,
You know it is.
to be narrow of mind.
I find it quite easy.
If you're young at heart.
Oh, jeez.
You put it up
Trying to
there
put people
again. You
to
did it
sleep?
again. What's wrong with you? Anyway. All right.
put
Here, I
people-
got
I don't
it.
think
I
it's
got
his.
it.
Steven says he has.
Oh,
Is
Steven
it-
has it.
It's what it says at New York. There we go.
What?
Oh, there it goes. New York, New York.
Let's bring back a lot of great memories there, Audrey.
Woo!
To Friday.
Very nostalgic.
Spreading your...
Oh, jeez.
Whoa!
Your legs.
You got
Oh,
I can't do that. All right, very good. I can't do that. Turn the music up, Stephen, please.
You have racy lyrics to your songs.
Yeah, I can't hear that. Anyway, Audrey? Oh, she's gone. With the dumping goes the ending of the call.
Oh.
And for that matter, the ending of the show.
But I want to hear the whole extended version after.
I don't.
And for that matter, the ending of the revenue-generating portion of your broadcast day. Okay, very good.
How about that?
And,
wow.
What else?
What was the problem with finding the right song there, Steven?
I'm not sure.
Oh, I thought you had an answer.
Well, I was hitting New York, New York, and I was hoping it wasn't your song because you know.
Okay, I guess we'll never know. Okay, yeah.
We'll never know.
The T-Man.